Hello everyone! We are back once again with more air than ever before. Today's gonna be a special day because maybe we'll finish Kano's story. Maybe. Who knows, huh? Let me get into me chat room, turn the volume off, and we're good to go. Keep those arms moving. That's just a good lesson for everyone. Keep your arms moving. Why? I don't know, but just keep them moving. Why am I doing this? Cleanliness is a top priority for medical facilities. Hey Zerman, how you doing? You keeping your arms moving too? I hope you are. But what's up? It's good to see ya. You said that before. So what's the problem? You're first. Well done. Woo! You are? Good. Make sure you take breaks with moving them or whatever. But yeah, it's good to see ya. I just feel like I mopped here yesterday too. That's not my fault. I had no idea the juice would fly that far. It's what you get for smashing a watermelon in your waiting room. Oh, relax, and besides, Kano seems to enjoy it. You don't care about anything as so long as she's having fun, do you? Of course not, she says brazenly. And besides, I have a reason for wanting it extra clean today. Minim's here too, what's up? Good to see ya. Why? I had an irritating patient this morning. I want to clean out any trace of that, down to the last loose cell. Was it some kind of extraterrestrial that'll multiply? It was Dr. Naru Kane, the director of the new hospital one town over. Hello! What's up? There's a hospital nearby. Yeah, which has taken away most of my patients. And the rat bastard's not coming with just stealing my patients. He's even come after me. How about it? Should you come work with us? Leave this shabby little clinic behind? Even have a son about your age, and I'd be happy to introduce you to. You could stop working as a doctor and just take it easy raising a family. Ooh, she. You really don't have to act it all out. Hey, didn't I just say to keep those arms moving? Yes, ma'am. You're angry? Oh no, how come? What's going on? Splish, splash, splish. Drop the ma'am. It seems she's still irritable. She fearlessly walks over the floor I just mopped to go to the window. She runs a finger across the windowsill. It's dusty. Everyone's a critic. No, I mean, I was just thinking of how old this building is getting. Look at the news. There's a lot of news in the world, Minim. What's, the news? She says with some emotion, this place was new when I was born. Well, 50 years is a long time. You won't talk more about it? Alrighty. War. Where this time around? There's so much of it these days it feels like. I don't even know where it is with people's. Well, it's only been about 18 years. Yeah, around that. They seem to improve her mood a bit. Who started it? I don't know. Dumb humans probably, right? Hijiri looks around the clinic that should be familiar to her. The ceiling and floor have unmistakable signs of age etched into them. My family's all worked as doctors right here. My dad ran this place before me. He was a good doctor. Everyone in town really trusted him. After he died, I took over the clinic right away. At your age? As young as I am, you mean? She corrects me immediately. Kano and I have important memories tied to this place. Whatever happens, I can't let go of it. I'm not as good as my dad was yet, but I'll get there someday. Or rather, I have to get there. For Kano's sake. For Kano's sake. Hugs, stern people. Oh, huge stern people. There's a soft, gentle note that seems to rise from the words. And I catch a glimpse of something in that moment too. In any case, you think I can stand for some newcomer acting all full of himself in his fancy new hospital? So it's a turf war, basically. Sorry, that was uncalled for. Also, I'm sure you're tired of mopping. Let's take a break, she says, and heads for the examination room immediately. You haven't been jerking me around just to vent your frustrations, have you? Oh, you finally figured it out. Then, just as she finishes making tea, there's a slam, the same lively sounds as ever. I'm back! And a lively voice. Oh, Yukito's shoes! I hear quick footsteps rush over to the door of the examination room. Kerchak. Welcome home, Kano. Hi! Ah! Yes, exactly. We're drinking tea. I say before anyone can yell at me. Want me to get you cold barley tea? Now I'll have hot tea today too. I'll put on a new pot. Hold on. Can't wait to get a N in your neck? What does that mean? I'll see you soon. A nuke in your neck. Maybe don't wish for that. Maybe let's not wish for that ever. She nods. But I'll see you soon, Minim. Here we are. She plops down on the examination table beside me. Her short hair flutters with the motion, droplets of sweat glistening in it. You're always sweaty, huh? Huh? Do I smell sweaty? No, not really. Actually, her smell is faintly familiar on some level. She also looks a touch more tan than when we first met. Hey, big sis! She calls her sister energetically, not noticing that I'm looking... at her. Didn't mean that. Okay, good. Very good. It's not done yet, just a bit longer. It's not about tea. Did you talk with Yukito about the thing yet? That thing? Yeah, like we talked about yesterday. Huh? Oh, right. She responds irritably while pouring tea into a cup. Come on, we have to handle it properly. It's about Yukito's future. My future? Yeah, okay. She clears her throat. With that single noise, she then turns to face me. I hate difficult topics, so I'll keep it short. She shoves a finger in my face. Then she says loudly, Work! I was just working. That was too short. You think so? Fine. I'll stretch it out a bit. Work for me. I just mopped the floor here for you. You're not really that smart, are you? Well, you're doing a bad job at explaining. Okay, fine. This should do it. So clean out your ears and listen up. For some reason, she switches to a Tokyo tough guy voice. Then she leans in close to my ear. She takes a deep breath. You'll never save money with puppet shows. Just work here and stay with us. She shouts, leaving my ear ringing. Did you get that? Yes, quite clearly. Wow, big sis, that really echoed. I bet it did. I can make things happen when I really try. They're a pleased older sister and a proud little sister. Now let's talk terms. She continues at a normal volume. It's raining, by the way, guys. It's raining in real life. Finally, it's not burning hot. It might come, I don't know, could happen. Hopefully not. Don't think so, don't think it will. You have Ultima's protection. The hours are when the clinic is open, so from morning to evening, you'll get 3 meals and a place to stay guaranteed. What do you think? It's definitely a good offer. Even putting aside the place to stay, the 3 meals a day is too appealing to let go. I hate the idea of working all day, but if it gets me out of this town, then I can go back to puppet shows whenever. Alrighty, Zerbin. Lurk goodly. But there's an issue. There's a huge pitfall in her offer. Specifically, but do you make enough to pay me anything here? Don't be rude. You're right, I don't have a lot of patience right now, but I have enough to hire 1 employee. Really don't believe that. It's okay, Yukito. Kano jumps in energetically, but I've already learned that she doesn't require any evidence to say things are okay. Aw, you don't believe us. Can you blame me? Well, there is something called a subsidy. A subsidy? What's that mean? Well, what's it mean, big sis? Medical service providers get a fixed amount of money from the government, regardless of how much profit they make. That's a subsidy. That's a subsidy! Sounds handy. It's handy! And it's a fair amount, too. It's a fair amount! So hiring you is A-okay. A-okay! The Kirishima sisters stand there confidently side by side. But I can't do a doctor's work even if you do hire me. Of course, I'm not going to make you do anything medical. I'll just want you to handle general minor tasks. The 2 of us live here alone, as you can see. There's a lot we can use a man for. So that would make you our live-in handyman Unit 1. Live-in. Unit 1! You don't look too on board with it. How about Unit 2? The issue isn't really about being Unit 1 or Unit 2. Are you sure you want to hire me? I'm being humble in my own way, but deep down I really mean it. You should put out a normal job if you need help. Hehehe. Actually, the truth is that mopping you did earlier was really a test of your endurance, and you passed your trial. You can be proud that you've earned a spot here. I see, so that's what it was. Exactly. You just thought that up, didn't you? Of course. The truth of the matter is that I can run you around all I want for a low rate each month. She's nothing if not honest. So what do you say? What do you say? I feel like I'm being strong-armed into it somehow. Let me think on it a little bit. I answer to buy time. I don't have any reason to refuse. Seems like they're trying to do me a favor. Kano looks at me, hope and uncertainty in her eyes. What do I do? Well, the real question is, what does the guide say? Accept. Alright then, if you'll accept me weighing you down, I make up my mind.
Oh wow, you'll actually come back? Oh no, don't take it the wrong way, I'm joking, that's all.
Come on now, I'll deduct a point for jokes like that. At least work on your timing a little.
Oh no, sorry.
It would have been more dramatic to wait until we were about to pay him, and then say, just kidding. Getting your Switch 2 tomorrow, ooh. Fun fact, Minim, if all goes well, so am I. So we're both getting it at the same time.
Oh, makes sense.
I forget about all of it and move to leave the examination room. Hey, hold on, that really was a joke. Could you maybe give me some simple explanation of what the joke is? Okay, fine. She nods, completely serious. We really do want you to live with us and work here. We really will pay you, although it'll be low monthly and fixed. Hey, Yukien! You have to ask, is it okay to stream air with the BGM on? You just want to make sure so it won't get a strike. Well, I've been doing it so far, and I haven't gotten a single strike. So far, so good, Yukien, with me playing this game. Whee! We can both have microphones and play Fortnite. Yeah! It'll be sick! And really would make Kano happy. How are you today, by the way, Yukien? Good to see ya! Right, Kano?
Yeah, I really love the idea.
Her reply is so upbeat it's almost too much. Meaning it's okay? Yeah. As far as I know, it's okay. I don't know if continuing it'll be okay. So that's why I'm taking it day by day. I haven't gotten a single VOD mute yet, so that's good. Her face breaks into a smile so wide I feel like I might melt on the spot. It makes me feel like it was worth it to agree just for that. You've gone slack-jawed, Kuni-saki. I put a hand on my chin and another on my nose and scrunched my face back together. So what do you say? Do you have anything you want to bring over if you're gonna stay here? Of course, not all that much, but still. And I do need to say goodbye to someone else who helped me out. Right, it's good to show proper thanks and respect. Right, so would it be okay to start tomorrow, I guess? I don't mind.
I don't mind either.
Okay, so it's decided. Now I work at the Kirishima Clinic. Yo guys, I work at the clinic now! Woo! I'm doing good, Yukien. All's well here. It's actually not burning hot today. It's still kinda hot, but not burning, blazing hot. Kano and I leave the examination room together. You have heard that. You should remember to have pants on when you play on the Switch 2 because of the camera. I don't have a camera, so yeah. That'll be not a problem. She said she'd see me off to the door, but I didn't hear her. The sun is already setting outside. There's no wind and the asphalt still holds the heat of the day. I look back. There's a paper showing the clinic hours in the center of the glass doors, now dyed in the colors of the setting sun. It feels like ages ago that Hijiri first approached me here. I never imagined I'd end up working here. But I think the Switch 2 have that. Nope. You have to get it on your own. It's a separate thing that you gotta get for the Switch 2. The mic is in the Switch 2, but not the camera. Kano smiles a little, as I scratch my head at the thought.
Yeah, I never would have guessed either.
Just so long as Hijiri doesn't change her mind. She'd never do that. She's happy about it too. Yep, that's the truth. That's what's going on here. Neither of us expected our family to grow again. I'm not family, though. Yes, you are. You're family if you live with us. She says it with a serious expression, leaving me lost for words. Well, I'll look forward to tomorrow then.
Yeah, see you then.
I start walking away and Kano waves as she watches me go. I look back after making it a reasonable distance away. I'm not surprised to see her still watching all the way back there. There are two familiar figures at the station building when I get back. Of the two, the smaller dashes toward me.
Yukito Kunisaki!
Wham! Ag! She lands a sharp kick to my solar plexus. I drop down to my knees. Damn you, what? My words come in bursts around the pain.
Where were you yesterday?
Yesterday?
No, we waited for you.
She usually tells me to get lost or get out of town.
Minagi really looked disappointed.
Huh? I looked over at Tono. I'm alright.
See, she's putting on a front. You can see.
Is that a front? Sorry, I was over at someone's house and it got a bit complicated yesterday. Complicated? Oh, why did she turn red? You're a kept man. New Animal Crossing for Switch 2. We'll see. We'll have to see if that news is true, huh? I always take video game news rumors with a grain of salt, though. With every grain of salt ever. Once I see proof, then I will celebrate. Do you even know what that means?
What's a kept man, Minagi?
It's a man who... Interrupt Tono with a cry. You don't have to explain that to a kid.
Yukito Kunisaki, don't butt in.
I said that for your sake.
I don't believe a word you say.
She's not adorable at all despite her age. It's a man who... You don't have to explain it. I give her a small tap on the forehead. Wham! Nah. Out of nowhere, an impact passes through my solar plexus and out my back.
Keep your hands off Minagi.
You're the one who should keep your hands to yourself. I want to say, but I don't have it in me. I want to play and have fun too. Tono seems to think this all looks fun.
Get out of here, Yukito Kunisaki, and never come back.
Right, I'll do that.
Huh?
Michiru stops and her eyes go wide. She must not have expected that. You're leaving town? Well, I say rubbing my solar plexus. I found a good job, and it comes with a place to stay. So I'm moving out of the station building. I see. I know we didn't have much time together, but thank you for all the help. What's the matter? Will you miss me?
Not a chance. It'll be a huge relief to have you gone, Yukito Kunisaki.
It's a weight off my shoulders to think that I won't have to see you again either.
I've always hated you, Yukito Kunisaki.
She makes a face at me as hard as she can, then runs off. Come on, now she's always hated me? That's not true. Oh? She really likes you, Mr. Kunisaki. She does? Yes. What does that pause mean? Oh. Congratulations on your new job. Clap, clap, clap. Patch, patch, patch. It's really no big deal. To celebrate your new position, here, with our compliments. Saying that, she rummages around in her pockets. I see the corner of a white envelope start to emerge. No, I don't need any more rice. The job also comes with meals as part of the deal. How unfortunate. She seems genuinely disappointed. Oh. She speaks up as though she just remembered something. I should go find Michiru. She says it without any hurry or concern. Yeah, I guess so. Then please excuse me. Yeah. Minagi bows and turns to follow after Michiru. Watch her go, letting out a sigh as she does. What an odd pair. They leave a strong impression on me. Yo, they gone, bro. What we playing that isn't choral? This is a visual novel called Air. It's very, very good. How are you, Mellow Queen? It's good to see you again. What's that, drink time? I think it's drink time. Everyone take a drink. But yeah, how have you been? It's good to see you. My final night. I listen to the sound of insects and gaze up at the starry skies above. There's no wind. Your great went home, spent some last moments with your gram. Ah, that's nice. Hopefully you can see her again sometime. Hopefully it won't be the last moment, right? But yeah, I'm glad you had a good time. Time feels like still water here. I draw in a breath and cool air fills my lungs. The air is clean and tinged with an earthly scent. It's the kind of night I can only experience here. It feels like it's a shame to lose this kind of moment. The stars travel across the sky, and I close my eyes. I'll start a new life tomorrow. Yo, new life tomorrow, guys! Alright, I think you've got it. Okay, I'll be in the examination room. Come let me know when you're done. Got it, boss. Click, clack. The examination room door closes. Here we go, partner. I say, standing in the center of the waiting room with a mop in hand. I soak the map in the bucket and start swabbing the floor. Splish, splash, splish. As of today, I start working at the Kirishima Clinic with room and board provided. But what I do hasn't changed from before. Today I start the morning by mopping again. This will keep me fed and get me money to continue my journey. It's not so bad when I think of it that way. If anything, it leaves me wanting to dance with joy. I work the mop across the floor. It moves in a long sweep from one edge of the room to the other. After that, I start mopping in a radical pattern for no reason. I give a twirl on my toes.
Yahoo!
Someone's watching me. Putting on a musical? A long-running Broadway hit.
Whoa, nice!
Treasure these memories. I'm making my big break in Japan this summer.
Really? How?
First I'll hold them up like this.
Uh-huh.
Then I rotate it once after it picks up and all the dust and grime and say Yahoo! To finish the motion. So have you heard of this game before, by the way, Mallow Queen? It's pretty good. I don't know if you're a visual novel kind of person, but it's the perfect summer game to play at the moment. Alright, now you give it a shot. Hold out the mop. Whack! I take a hit directly to the back of the head. Do your job. I look around and see my boss there.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Are you going to school today?
Yeah, I get to feed the animals today.
She says with a smile. Even Kano's animal feeding duties are shrouded in mystery. Doesn't seem like there's a set scheduled for when she goes. Wonder if there will come visual novels on the Switch too. Oh, I bet. I bet there will be for sure. Is she covering for her friends sometimes, maybe? Water down the pavement out front when you finish mopping, then break for breakfast. Okay. Well, good luck and keep training for Broadway. It's just a part of the job. Once the Kirishima sisters leave, let out a sigh and pick the mop back up. I'm getting paid for this. It would be silly to waste energy playing around. I steel myself and focus on mopping. Would be nice.
It would be.
Splish, splash, splish. Splish, splash, splish. It's thoroughly dull work. I'm heading out to school. Make sure to be back by lunchtime.
Okay, good luck with your day, Yukito.
Kano waves enthusiastically, then hurries down the sidewalk. Cicadas buzz on the telephone poles nearby, as though they're urging her on. White morning light fills the shopping district. Looks to be another sunny day. White morning sun. Looks like a nuclear bomb is going off in this area. Sheesh. It's going to be another sunny day. So now, Hijiri says, stretching where she stands facing the sun. We've got work to get to as well. Slurp. This count as work? Don't complain as you sit there sipping my tea. What did you say? You'll have to look back on the VOD to hear what I said. One thing I don't like to do is repeat myself. You know, that dirty old man always stares at my chest. It feels gross. Hey, listen to when people are talking to you. Yes, ma'am. Didn't I say to drop the ma'am? Yes. This is the new torture that awaits me after I finish mopping. I listen to Hijiri's extremely subjective take on the big hospital and the next town over as I sit there filling up on tea. In short, she has complaints about it. We spend 2 hours on it to start off in the morning. Hey, don't you need me to do anything? Like what? Like organizing medicines, help you make notes and files, stuff like that. I can't let a non-specialist do that. Or like big incidents where you suddenly get 100 cases per minute. We'd all be dead if there were that many incidents like that. It's making me anxious to get hired and then have no work to do. Oh, sorry to hear that. Slurp. She's not listening to me. Want another cup? There's nothing else to do, so I nod. Hijiri gets up and takes my cup. Then she opens the teapot and fills it with hot water from the electric kettle. The aroma of the green tea blends beautifully with the smell of disinfectants. I feel even more pointless. Hey, what? You're sure I'll do as an employee? Didn't I say not to worry about it? It won't make much difference money-wise whether we're feeding 2 or 3 people. But if you're just keeping me around out of pity, I didn't say that. There's something else I want you to do. Hijiri says and then suddenly stands up. Kano's late. She mutters and moves toward the door. Huh? I told her to be back by lunch. She shouldn't be gone past noon. She jabs her thumb at the clock on the wall. It's 12:05. What time is it? It's 12:20 in real life. Oh, we were so close. Imagine if it was the same time as in real life as in the game. She's never late without a serious reason, she says flatly, noticing my stunned expression. This isn't simple worry for a little sister. She seems almost terrified of something. Sorry, Kunisaki, but I'm... Check. I hear a familiar sound from the entryway.
I'm home!
And then I hear the sound of someone violently kicking off shoes. The examination room door opens and Kano comes in.
Is Potato back?
No. I answer for Hijiri. Oh, no, I see. She averts her gaze, seemingly concerned. Actually, I haven't seen him for a few days. He was a stray to begin with, don't worry too much. That's so cold, Yukito. Well, you know stray dogs, no matter how much they seem like they like you, sometimes they just run off. I tried to get a stray dog to follow me a few times on my journey. They all leave after a few days, no matter how well I feed and pet them. You probably just found somewhere more comfortable. That's not true. She shakes her head, upset. She must have run here again. Droplets of sweat scatter from her hair. He's vanished for 2 or 3 days at a time before, hasn't he? But I could hear his voice the whole time I was at school. His voice? It was really faint, but he was saying, "Pico pico," like always. So that noise he makes comes from his voice. I can't help but glance toward Hijiri. I thought that was the sound his tail makes when he wags it. There's no way that's it. But it doesn't sound like barking, right? It can't be the sound of his footsteps either. So it has to be. Is that really important right now? Yeah, fair enough. Is it though? I still have questions, but it's decided not to push any further. Anyway, you heard that pico pico sound, so Potato was probably around. Give me a second. Guys, Potato's missing. Where is he? Where's Potato at? Hate to think that there could be other creatures able to make that noise. No, I don't think so. I searched all over the school, but I couldn't find him anywhere. She searched the whole school, and Potato always pico picos up to me and lets me hug him and fuss over him. That's quite specific. I'm worried it might have been his dying breath that I heard. That might be why I've got a bad feeling about it. Oh, Potato, my dear friend, what kind of new terrors have you gotten yourself caught up in now? I'm starting to get a feel for the idiosyncrasy of how she speaks. Let's stay calm, otherwise we can't manage the crisis properly. She probably learned her quirks from her sister. Oh, no, okay. Kano says and nods reluctantly. Then she averts her eyes again and seems to get lost in thought. I'll go look for him. Hold on now, let's think about this for a bit more. I managed to catch her before she could dash off. I consider the situation too. I feel like Kano's gotten a bit too emotional. I can't imagine that happy-go-lucky furball thing getting into real danger, but at the same time, I also wouldn't be surprised if it has telepathic powers. I think I know the answer. Yeah. I'm gonna look for Potato. Oh, fine. I stand up and call out to Kano. Let's go. Huh? You'll come with me? Yeah. Having 2 people is more efficient than searching alone. But aren't you working? We can't let you wander around alone in this heat, can we? I say, glancing over toward Hijiri. My employer nods proudly as if to say that's a natural response. Is it really okay? My boss already signed off on it. Take him. Okay! Kano nods happily after glancing over to Hijiri. Then she dashes off to the entrance. I guess she can't wait any longer. Hijiri whispers in my ear, and I'm about to start after Kano. Keep an eye on her. If anything seems unusual, both of you come back right away. She seems to intend it to come out casually, but her eyes look extremely serious. Okay. Whisper back. Seems like a normal concern for an older sister to have. I start sweating the moment I step out the door. It's absurdly hot out. It's so hot that the asphalt seems like it might melt and stuck to my shoes as I walk. The cicadas' cries are getting louder and louder too. We'll just have to try to find Potato as soon as possible. International Dog Rescue Squad, depart! Hold it! I stop our leader, who was about to depart without a second thought. Give me a second. Okay. First, let's decide where to start looking. You will take a little nap. Good luck, Minim. Have a good one. Have a good sleepses. See ya! She puts a hand over her mouth and thinks carefully, deeply rather. I can tell she's running her brain at full capacity, where it's normally idle. If only I heard him when I was at school, but I already searched the school. Have a good time. I'll try. I'll find Potato for you, Minim. I will. I'm sure he's somewhere near the school, though. It's not terrible reasoning for her. Well, then let's start from the coast. Well, then forward march to the coast. Start walking following after Kano. Maybe around here? We're at the square out in front of the school. We climb the stairs along the coast. The rusty handrail looks like it has burn marks all over it. We reach the top of the embankment. There's no wind, which makes the smell of the sea more unpleasant. Potato! Kano suddenly yells. Stop mixing in potato-ese, it's confusing. She nods sadly. Maybe he's really gone. We've only just gotten started. Let's go search along the road to the school. Seriously, stop that. Stop it! We walked along the top of the embankment for a while. The mountains are a ways off to our left, leaving a strip of flat land in between. I can tell the air is still and stagnant over the scorching concrete. There are no dogs at all, and barely any people going by. Doesn't seem likely to be around here. Oh no. Are you okay? Your face is flushed. Yours is too, Yukito. Kano wipes the sweat from her face as she says it. Then she runs her hand through her short hair. She must be really hot. The back of her school uniform is sweaty, making it a little awkward to look at her. Anyway, let's head down to the street. Yeah, that might be best. We descend from the embankment by one of the stairways along the way. The heat is exactly the same down on the street, though. We both squat down in some shade. When I lean against something, I almost expect steam to rise from my sweaty shirt. The same old Takeda Mart is right there in front of us. I have exclusively bitter memories of the place. Let's get ice cream, Yukito! Just so you know, I don't have any money. I have my doll with me, and just in case, but I already have proven I won't make any money here. I do, though. I'll get you one, she says enthusiastically, thumping a fist on her chest. My eyes snap toward Kano and sharply enough that it almost makes an alert noise. Really? Yeah! How much do you have? 60 yen. Don't be silly. It's enough. We can get a ramen bar and split it in half, she says with a considerable pride. I don't have a reason to refuse. Well then, that sounds great. I'll go get one. Be right back. What's a ramen bar? I know what ramen is, but a bar version? She stands up and crosses the street. Then she opens the ice cream freezer and rifles around it. She finds what she's looking for and heads inside. Phew! Without really knowing why, I sigh a bit. I'm dripping with sweat just sitting here. Any kind of frozen treat sounds amazing under the circumstances, even if it's just 30 yen worth. Then Kano comes out of the store. She closes the door and turns toward me. Showy for the wife? She already has this stuffed in her mouth. It's not even the kind of splittable ramen popsicle I expected either. I got a watermelon chocolate ice bar. The red is watermelon flavor and the seeds are chocolate chips. See? Look, if the stick says you win, then we get another one. So don't worry. I'm gonna try hard to win, so it'll all be good. Absolutely certain that she won't win. Just don't drop it, please. I'll leave my doubts at that, considering how wildly she's swinging it around. Okay. She sits down by me and starts eating the ice cream bar. Crunch, crunch. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Gulp. Whew, that was really good. It's fine. I'm the adult here. I look up at the sky. The sun is still high above us. Clouds like tufts of cotton drift through the air. Damn that little furball. Huh? Hey, isn't there anywhere Potato likes to hang out? Anywhere he likes to hang out? She stops eating and thinks for a moment. Maybe the river or the shrine? Actually, he led me down to the river once before. He has also led me to the shrine, come to think of it. That's when I met Kano speaking gibberish before she collapses on the spot. I'm getting a strange feeling, but for now we should at least try to look for Potato. Ah! Well, what's the matter? Sorry, we didn't win! No popsicle win for us. Here's the bridge! I can see that without you telling me. It's a little bridge over a small stream. Within the scenery of the unchanging countryside, this little bridge is quintessential. Of course, Potato isn't here. The only position is that it's cooler than it is in town here. Ah, Yukito, look here! She yells, leaning over the railing. It's a turtle! It's a big one. He's more than big. That turtle's got to be 5 meters long. That would make him bigger than the stream. That's why he's struggling and squirming around. Oh look, he's breathing fire! The river's transformed it and turned into a sea of flames across both banks. Look, he pulled in his legs. And his head too. Now he's spinning around. He's lifting off. That's an impressive airspeed that he just hit. Aw, he's gone. Yeah, sad to see him go. Wasn't that a cool turtle? Yeah, it was. You should stop playing around and just go. You started it, Yukito. I start walking, keeping watch on a discontented Kano out of the corner of my eye. Here's the Torii Gate! The Torii Gate finally comes into view just as she says it. I stop where I am and catch my breath. Grah! I vocalize my suffering. Climbing a mountain road in this heat isn't fun. I look to see how Kano's doing and find her climbing the stairs already. I'm impressed you're doing okay.
Yeah, I go for walks all the time.
She says as though it's no big deal. Hurry or I'll leave you behind. Yeah. Your cheerful voice pulls me along and I start walking again. I climb the stairs slowly, then pass through the Torii Gate. There's no one here, as usual. All I can hear is plenty of cicadas buzzing and leaves rustling. It feels like it's the only place around that's entirely forgotten by everyone else. I turn my face skyward and realize the sun here is stronger than before. My vision goes white and I can't tell where I am.
Potato!
Kano looks around carefully. Then she starts to walk over to the shrine building.
Where are you?
Kano's skirt swishes as she circles around to the back of the building. I wait there alone for about 10 minutes. Watch the beams of sunlight flittering through the trees by the road ripple like the waves in the wind. Eventually, Kano comes back. I can tell she didn't find anything from the way she's walking. So he's not here either. He's not here either, she repeats after me. I guess my gut feeling wasn't useful. Oh, no, what do we do now? Really did hear him though. She trails off. Once again, all I hear is cicadas. The sky is so blue that I feel like I might drown in it. Kano looks at me. Her eyes look lost, like someone trapped in an invisible maze. I feel a memory on the verge of coming back. Is it something about where Potato could have gone? Or, hey Kano, huh? You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but about your magic, can you use it to tell where someone is, for example? Kano falls silent when I ask. I have the power to control a doll without touching it, passed down to me from my mother. I have the power that shouldn't even exist, and I think I remember my mom saying there was more to this power than that. If that's the case, wouldn't it make sense for there to be other people besides me with their own powers? For example, someone with the power to hear things they shouldn't be able to. For example, a girl like this one right in front of me. Kano thinks about it for quite a while. She then answers with certainty. I don't think it can be used for that. Alright. In that case, I should drop the topic. Right, let's look a while longer. I start walking and again, then Kano reaches out and grabs the tail of my shirt. What's up? I see her eyes take on the air of resolve. She holds her right hand with the fluttering bandana to her chest. I don't think you'll laugh at me, Yukito, so... Prefacing with that, she continues. This bandana was a gift. I've always kept it close since I was really little. It seems like she means as long as she can remember, really. There's barely any weight or dirt on the yellow bandana, though. It's like time has stopped for this spot on her wrist. I still remember the words from when I received it. Keep this on until you're grown up. Never take it off until then. If you do that, you'll learn how to use magic. Magic. It's enough to make me forget the heat. I don't understand why. Feels like someone ran a finger over something at the back of my mind. Who gave it to you? I asked, pointing at her bandana. I was really little, so I don't really remember. She trails off at the end of her sentence. Oh. Yeah, I've just always worn it since then. By always, do you really mean always?
Yep.
She nods as if as if that should be obvious. I feel like I've been underestimating her. I imagine keeping a bandana on non-stop since childhood. It wouldn't be easy if she really does mean it literally. There were close calls though, like going swimming and medical checkups, and sometimes people tease me. She looks down as she adds that. Of course, people who would find it odd to meet a girl with a bandana she never takes off. But my sister always sorted things out for me. She'd always explain and talk to people for me. And she chased off all the kids who teased me too. She's merciless. She'd even beat up the bigger boys. I check around me for Hijiri just to be safe. She's why I made it this far. Kano smiles. I can see her pride in her kind, dependable older sister. Eh. She links her hands and stretches. The yellow bandana waves in the wind amid the summer sunlight, and Kano's expression seems to darken for some reason. But the truth is, she lowers her arms and looks at the bandana. I think I'm scared to take it off. What if I take it off and find that I can't use magic? I've always wondered about that, but lately it's a little different. She tilts her head, then she looks over at me. You can move that doll, right, Yukito? Yeah, when you showed it to me, I really was surprised. I had never seen real magic before. Real magic, you say? I mutter without thinking. But if I really can use magic, that might be what scares me even more. She smiles at me innocently. As she does, she eventually notices me looking at her. I'm gonna open my window a bit. Oh, sorry. Well, the doll is in my back pocket. It's been in my partner for 10 years now. Why do I have this power? I haven't thought about that even once since I first succeeded in moving the doll. Let's go, Yukito! Kano breaks into a run. I follow after her. Look up at the sky as I run. Kano's words linger in my mind. But if I really can use magic, the sunlight is still so hot it burns. Even so, I can sense that evening shadows just around the corner. The sun has started setting by the time we reach the Kirishima clinic. We couldn't find him. Kano turns and looks back one more time when she reaches the glass doors of the clinic. Where have you gone, Potato? I wonder, did he get bored of hanging out with me? I'm sure he didn't. There are some folk who just can't stay in one place, no matter how happy they are. Having something means you have to protect it, so if you don't have anything in the first place, you can't lose it. I think that applies to this situation too. Kano looks at me, pursing her lips. The evening light dyes her cheeks golden, and then she clearly wants to say something. We can look again tomorrow, I say, putting a hand on Kano's head. Her hair is still warm after a day in the sunlight. Want to find him, so you'll find him eventually. You're right, she murmurs and nods. We'll try again tomorrow. That's the spirit. I tousle her hair to show my approval. Kano breaks into a shy grin, one eye closed. Oh, I know! Let's take a lunchbox and look all day tomorrow! Wait, I'm going to? It'll be fine. My sister will make enough for both of us. I didn't mean the lunchbox, I mean... Wait, lunchbox? The word reminds me of something. Think back about it carefully. Something had fell off while we were searching for Potato. A lunchbox. Delivering a lunchbox. Pico Pico. Picori. That's it! I know the answer! I found the true culprit behind the case of the vanishing Potato. Where are you going, Yukito? I know where Potato is. Huh? Huh? Let's go. This is the school. Yep, he's here at the school. But I looked all over the school for him. I bet you didn't look everywhere. Oh, no. I go through the schoolyard gate, a confused Kano trailing behind me. The shrub in question is right there. Did you search here? I point at it as I ask, afraid to look. Huh? Where? Around that shrub. I didn't, but there's no way Potato would be there. But he is. Since the day I came to drop off Kano's lunchbox, Potato had come with me at the time. Panicked that we'd be found, I had picked Potato up and hidden him in the shadows of the shrub. Don't move until I say so. I had completely forgotten. Oops. It's been 3 days since then. It's been over 30 degrees Celsius every day since then. My only hope is that it isn't dehydrated or stinking to high heaven. Rustle, rustle. Kano pokes through the shrub, and then... Ah! Potato, we finally found you! Kano picks up her sorely missed furball to hold in both arms. He must have waited this whole time. The furball, now bathed in the evening sun, seems a bit worse for wear. You can't go worrying me like that. His bark sounded so weak. Had he been barking the whole time from under the shrub? You've lost so much weight. He doesn't look it though. He's dirtier and seems bigger, if anything. But how did you know he'd be here, Yukito? It's a trade secret. Oh, no fair. It's probably unfair and also cowardly, but I'm definitely not telling anyone about this. Was it magic? Let's just say it was sort of like that. Wow! I turned toward Potato, watching Kano out of the corner of my eye. There was something I had to say as a human being. Potato, I'll roll you up into a burrito and throw you in the sea if you even ever reveal my secret. Satisfied with the obedience and his response, I turned my back to the school. Well, let's head home. Yeah! Kano grinned, still holding Potato. Potato. We continue down the road home like that. I'm home! We're back. Oh hey, Potato's back. Bad boy, you shouldn't make Kano worry. Just so long as you understand how you were wrong. So by the way, where were you? Well, that was a big surprise, you see. I hurriedly interrupt Kano before she can speak. Why not eat before we get to that? We ran around all afternoon without eating lunch. I feel like it's not too much to ask. Dinner's finished, so I'll bring it in. For the record, we're having homemade curry and squash salad tonight.
Yay, curry, curry!
Kano is innocently delighted. Her sister looks on warmly. No one seems to suspect a thing. Hold on a sec. No substitutions. It's not that, but are we eating in here? What's wrong with that? I get that you just can't wait to disrupt your comfy lifestyle, but again, that's not it. It's just, isn't it a hygiene issue? Not if you mop properly. You mop properly. The table is set with plates full of curry. The three of us and the dog all put our hands together for a moment before we eat. Let's give thanks for the meal.
Thank you for the meal!
Thank you for the meal. You devour everything immediately without any pauses for sniping back and forth. Even go for seconds. It's delicious. The secret ingredient is a chocolate bar and yogurt.
Whoa, it's almost like candy!
For the squash salad, the secret is heavy cream and a bit of spicy mustard. Oh wow, those things don't sound like they go together at all! The knowledgeable older sister and fascinated little sister. It seems like this has always been their dynamic. Seems a bit snappy to me. But it's not exactly unpleasant either. After dinner, Hijiri naturally makes some green tea. And of course it's delicious too. I'm not sure how many cups I've had. Scree! Pow 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 pow. The loud sounds of a number of explosions reach us from the outside world.
Fireworks!
The neighboring town has fireworks tonight. I bet there's a lot of people going out to watch. Kano gets up from the sofa. I stick a finger in the blinds and peer out at the sky. Oh no, I can't see. Won't be able to from here.
I want to go see them.
You won't be able to get a good spot at this point. Oh no, that sucks. Are fireworks that big of a deal? Haven't you ever seen fireworks before? Well, yeah, I've seen them. They're pretty, but that's all. I don't understand why anyone would put effort into going to see something that doesn't fill their bellies. Although I guess the same applies to my puppet shows. Never learn to have fun, huh? Leave me alone. I mutter, setting down my teacup. Oh, fine. Hijiri puts a hand in one of the pockets in her lab coat. Here. Tosses me something. It's a 100 yen coin. Go buy some fireworks for yourself. I recommend smoke bombs, snakes, or jumping jacks. Am I just imagining it, or does she sound a bit sly and devious? Oh, whatever. That said, I did just get 100 yen, so I pocket it gratefully. Yank. I feel someone pull on my shirt. Kano looks up at me imploringly.
No jumping jacks.
Need stuff that shoots into the sky. Okay, Hijiri says, taking it very seriously. She takes something else from her lab coat pocket and tosses it to me. This time it's her entire wallet. You'll run down to the convenience store and toy store and get all the rockets and spinners they have left. I'll prepare something to light them with. Do you seriously mean all that they have left? 100% seriously. You got it. I don't ask any further. I just slip on my shoes and head out the door. July 30th. I open my eyes. The group feels strangely soft. The ground is soft. Then I realize I'm on a sofa. White light leaks into the room at an angle from gaps in the blinds. The clock on the wall ticks away. The air conditioning makes a humming noise. I'm in the Kirishima Clinic waiting room. I've been loaned places to stay before, but I've never actually lived at a job. This is the first time that I've woken up like this. How long will I be here? The faint unease I feel starts to fade away along with my grogginess. Alright, let's do this. I stand up and start the day. I go outside. The sun is bright. I have a bucket, a ladle, and a trash bag in hand. I look around at the still sleepy shopping district. Then suddenly I feel exhausted. The street is littered with burnt out fireworks. About 360 rockets and 240 spinners for around 600 rounds altogether. Oh my gosh. How many did we get? I mean, that many, but my gosh. This is the natural result of firing them off with such abandon outside of the clinic. Let out a sigh and start working. Pick up some burnt pieces and toss them in the trash bag. The shutter of one business open and the middle-aged store owner comes out. Stands there taking in the sun and starts reading a newspaper. He greets me when he sees me there. Sorry about last night. It wasn't my fault, but I still apologize. No, it's normal, really. He lets out a dark chuckle. It's normal? She does this at that every year? That scares me a bit. I head back to the clinic once I finish picking up all of the fireworks. Then I scoop up water from the bucket and sprinkle it on the street using the ladle. Splash! The gentle sound of the water echoes through the shopping district. The asphalt darkens with the wetness. I know a little moisture will cool things down a bit out here. It seems like it will be another hot day. Alright, I finish wetting down the pavement and head back into the waiting room. But there's no time to rest now. Next up is my speciality. It goes without saying, mopping. After that, I clean the bathroom. Then after that, I clean the examination room. As I do, I notice something important. Am I dressed properly? Don't think they have a uniform for me? Maybe at least an apron and rubber gloves? Or more importantly, if we don't do something, don't I pose a real contamination risk? I decide to look for something appropriate. If they have anything, it would have to be in the examination room. Reach for the doorknob. It's not locked, which I might as well have assumed. Open the door and go in. Take a look around me again. Never seen it before being clean, but the white walls look like the definition of cleanliness. There's a white lab coat hanging on the wall. There's also a chair with armrests waiting for its owner. A binder that looks like a medical records is just left out in the open. And also a number of medical devices I can't even begin to identify. Hijiri and Kano should both be still asleep. It's quiet, and they've been incautious. Oh, alright. Here we go. Day 30, white coat. I'm assuming that's the lab coat. I stick my arms through the sleeves of the lab coat right away. I think I'm gonna save. I should save every so often. Rustle. It's not a bad fit. I try a quick spin. This actually works for me. Makes me want to have a catchphrase. The catchphrase will be, "The cyborg has escaped from the base." I guess it's this one. The cyborg has escaped. That could have been better. I lose interest and start to take off the lab coat. Huh? What's this? I realize there's a little key in one pocket. It's the cheap kind for a desk or cabinet, so naturally I scan the room. There's a white medicine cabinet across from the desk. There's also a keyhole in its double doors. Looks like the key would fit in too. I'll bet the secrets of the Kirishima Clinic are hidden in there. Try opening it, better not. I'm gonna open it. Insert the key. Turns with a click. Ah! Open the doors wide. There are medicine bottles, tweezers, and cotton inside. Cutters, knives, and carving blades. Hammers, pliers, and screwdrivers. Needles, tape, and adhesives. Clack. I close the doors pretending like I didn't see anything. What are you doing? I gulp awkwardly. The clinic's evil boss is standing behind me. Oh, so I left the key in that coat? I was wondering. She takes the key from the cabinet and pockets it. But more importantly, what did you want from that cabinet? Just to warn you, the medicine cabinet is also our tool storage at this clinic. That seems confusing. All good doctors keep dangerous stuff in its proper place. Don't you have scalpels on you at all times? Oh, you mean like this? You don't have to show me. Fine. She puts it away, seemingly disappointed. The proper place for these scalpels is in my lab coat. That's not its proper place at all. Do you even use scalpels here? Well, very rarely. So these four are all I have. And if I have them on me, there's no way Kano will get to them. That's being overprotective. I am overprotective. She answers with a strange seriousness. Well, if you don't have any more questions, then it's time to get to mopping. Yes, ma'am. I turn to go, then realize I'm still wearing the lab coat. Start to take it off when Hijiri speaks. You can wear that one. It's okay if I wear it. People will think we have an extra doctor now, and I think they're getting a better deal. That can't be okay. That can't be okay. Yukito? Splish, splash, splish. Yukito! Splish, splash, splish. Hey, Yahoo! Hello, Yukito! Splish, splash, splish. Oh, no, no. Looks like I have no choice. Splash. Come on, Yukito! Stop stepping on my mop. She sticks her face right in front of mine as soon as I react. Don't you want me to help? So that's what she wanted to say. No, you can't. This is my job. I start working again. Hijiri will have something to say about it if I let Kano help. Oh, no, but... She protests and stays where she's standing. I can't get her out of the way, so I decide to at least talk with her for a bit. Don't you have to go to school today? Oh no, it's not my turn to feed the animals today. I see. Pionta and Mokomoku are both bursting with health though. I'm actually really good at cleaning. I'm like a high-level A-rank cleaner. People from all over the world ask for me, so I never go poor or get bored. Splish, splash, splish. Come on, don't just me. Why not take Potato out for a walk? That'll definitely put you in a high level A rank mood. But Potato went out on his own today. I wonder if he got a girlfriend. So hey Yukito, you and me, are we? Splish splash splish. She seems to be pouting. She starts groaning and flailing around. She couldn't possibly be more in my way. Alright then, fine, you can take a turn. Left without much option, I offer her the mop.
Yay!
She grabs it without a slightest hesitation. I'll leave the rest to you,
Yeah, leave it to me!
she says, but the mopping is basically done anyway. I did great work, and I didn't leave a single smudge behind. There's no need to go over any spots the second time, even by a high-level A-rank cleaner. Kano sticks the mop into the bucket, then gets to work. She's quite good at it.
Eek!
Splash!
I knocked over the bucket! Oh no, there's water everywhere!
What a shocking and unexpected surprise! And so on that note, I grab her by the scruff of her neck.
I'm sorry.
Don't be an idiot. Sorry doesn't fix this. Clonk. Intense pain radiates out from the back of my hand. Head. Yeah. I fall to my knees, curling up from the pain. You think you can call my sister an idiot and get away with it? Hijiri stands there, fists on her hips. Anyone that foolishly ends up part of my experiments, you'll end up with wheels or beams or receive satellite signals. Which one do you want? None of those. Figures. She nods deeply. And you stay out of the way while he works, Kano.
But you never let me help with anything.
I can't make my dear little sister do housework. Oh, no. Just leave all the errands to our lowly servant here. Isn't that right, Kunisaki? At your service. So we'll get out of your way. See you later, Yukito. The Kirishima sisters leave. It's like a storm passing through. I left by myself in the waiting room. I'm not actually scared of you. Ha! I hurl some abuse back. Doesn't change anything, though. I look around the floor. It's completely flooded. The only option is just to mop it up again. I wring out the mop and start from the edges of the room. Splish, splash, splish. Splish, splish, splish. I want to cry now. It's a midsummer afternoon. Outside, sunlight seeps through the gaps in the trees. The examination room is nicely air-conditioned. I can hear the bubbling sound of Hijiri pouring tea. How unusual today. No one's coming in. That's not unusual, is it? Yeah, fair enough. Wouldn't you say things are too slow here? You noticed, huh? I think she's the one who hasn't. The clinic is a low population in a low population area. Like this would normally be full of subsidy patients. Subsidy patients? Basically, the elderly. So why aren't there any here? It's the heat. They'll cross over to the other side before they can cross the street to get to the clinic. Hey, I am thing. What brand is your microwave? I have no idea, to be honest. I'll look it up after stream if I can remember, and I'll let you know. Just remind me, okay? But how you doing, I am thing? What's up? That's for sure. That's all there is to her explanation. XD cool. Yeah. But yeah, what have you been up to? Are you doing some kind of microwave project thing? Both turn our back to our tea. It could be a real problem for me if I don't do something soon. She puts her hand to her chin and seems to think for a bit. School, sadly. It's school. When will you be on the summer? Oh yeah, ask randomly. Gotcha. I see. Hey Kunisaki, what's up? You look good in a lab coat. I do? I ask again. That makes me feel kind of nice. Just came to mind. 4 weeks until summer break. Oh my gosh. It's July though. You should be free in July. It's not right. I am thing. If we just add some stitches on one side of your face, you'd look like the world's top outlaw surgeon. Is it? In my area, I'm free in June. Or I was free in June, but now I'm free all the time because I graduated. Oh, that's it. I just had an idea. How about this, Kunisaki? I'm sure it'll be terrible in some way, but I decide to hear her out. First, we'll say you're a new doctor with a promising future, so it's terrible right from the start. I think most of the locals will have seen me doing puppet shows on the street, though. UK school? Oh, so I forgot that you were in the UK. That's strange that they let out in July. We'll just say you're a doctor who does puppet shows as a hobby. Is that going to be believable? It really is. It's really rare for new graduate doctors to move out to the country. Plus, you're tall and you look pretty aloof. We'll be flooded with patients who want to see you. But I didn't graduate from med school. I can actually pass as a doctor. England! Yep, England's. I'm confident someone will end up dead if I try that. It'll be fine. You just need to do palpitations, like squeezing something and say, don't eat too many cold foods, or other nonsense advice like that. With my awesome plan, we'll make Dr. Kunisaki into a huge hit and the Karishima Clinic will thrive. You love cold food. It is quite nice, especially now. This isn't an awesome plan. You'll be a huge hit with all the wealthy older ladies. Absolutely not. You're not into older women, Kunisaki? Right. They have to be younger than me. Here, this one. I'm only interested in younger women. You're eating pizza? Mmm, tasty. She glares at me for some reason. Your survival isn't guaranteed if you get too close to Kano. I'm not so interested that I'll risk my life over it. She points a scalpel at me for some reason. What? You're saying my sister's not pretty? She's insane. I know it sounds biased coming from me, but Kano's really cute. I have a story from back when she was in elementary school. She's about to start one of her proud stories as an overly doting sister. Can I get some more tea before we get to that? This is going to be a long battle. The long day finally comes to an end. Close for the day. I stretch slightly, then hang the sign on the door handles. Then I step outside. Before I realize it, I let out a sigh. There had been sporadic patients dropping in since the afternoon. All of them elderly, just as Hijiri said before. Most seem to come to make small talk more than seek treatment. Really don't see how she can afford to employ me. I sit down on the steps. A crow flies back home across the red sky above me. I can smell the pre-made side dishes from the butcher shop nearby. Some kids are running home from the pool on the other side of the street. It's a faintly familiar, gentle scene. Why is that, though? Doesn't that mean I'm now part of this town? Then something soft bumps into my leg. Oh, it's you. Pick up and hug the forever carefree furball. Both of you to run off and play, leaving Kano behind. What, do you have a new girlfriend? Wait, are you male or female? You don't want to say? Okay then. So it's a secret? The twilight colors around us seem to deepen. Pico's so tough. He's a tough puppy. For sure. It's time for dinner. We're using the waiting room as a dining room again. Curry is twice as tasty after it sits overnight. This time we also have some delicious pickled onions with it. She serves a fancy Prince melon for dessert. Lemon juice and salt draw out the melon flavor. Oh, I see. So it's related to oysters. I'm pretty sure it's not. Then we have after dinner tea. Kano suddenly yells the moment she finishes hers. Big aerial fireworks! Spinners and rockets! 600 blasts of love and courage! No more of that. Don't you dare reject her ideas like that. We can't do that more than once a week at most. We'd be a menace to society. Oh no. She seems frustrated, but that's not enough to make her give up. Then a walk. At this hour, real connoisseurs prefer walking at night. She grins as she declares it, seemingly entirely free of doubts. Yeah. Now that it's a bit cooler, it might be nice so long as we don't go very far. Drink time again. Come with us, big sis. Have fun out there together. I'll go get ready and wait for you at the entrance. She dashes off. She seems fairly embarrassed about something. Sorry, but I'll count on you, Kunisaki. Yeah. I follow along after Kano. Take this. I scramble to catch what she tosses me. It's the furball dog, with curry still around its mouth. Ready, potato? Contact me immediately if he makes any inappropriate moves. So she still has zero trust in me. We'll be right back. Don't be late. Right. We step out into the night and onto the sidewalk. It's humid out. The air is thick like it's been soaked in lukewarm water. The TV is showing a baseball game out in front of the electronics store. I also catch a whiff of a mosquito coil burning. Phew! Kano hooks her index finger into the collar of her shirt and flaps it a bit to let in cooler air. The bandana on her wrist waves almost nervously. It's so humid even at night now. And I'm so full. Curry's the best after you let it sit for a night, isn't it? They seem to have a full conversation going. Shouldn't we at least eat somewhere normal? I say what's been bothering me. It seems like the Kirishimas always eat in their waiting room. It's not because I've joined them. Yeah, that makes sense. We just fell into the habit of eating there after my dad died. She looks down toward the street. I remember what Hijiri said. Our mom passed when Kano was still little, and our dad after that 2 years ago. Since then, it's just me and Kano. I look at Kano from beside her. She doesn't show any signs of what she's been through, but I can tell. I know what she must have felt when she lost her father. She clung to Hijiri even closer than... And well, I'm just kind of spoiled. And that her usual smile is back. The fish market sign flickers, probably due to a fluorescent light on the verge of failing. The market's owners stand nearby, washing a wooden box with a hose. Heading out, Kano? Oh, hello, good evening. You got a boyfriend now? I'm your bodyguard. I'm ranked A+, so I'm poor but in demand of all over the world. Wow, amazing! I'm not trying to impress you, though. Oh, no. Well, tell Dr. Hijiri I said hi. Okay, thank you. Stop by for fish sometime soon. Too. Oh, no. We'll see. She waves her hand weakly at that and resumes walking. What, don't you like fish? Well, I don't hate them, but they're not my favorite. The big sister loves fish, though. I see. Here we are again. We stop walking. I can feel the atmosphere change. The wind blowing down the mountain is surprisingly cool. It feels like the wind itself is blowing the darkness our way. You can really hear a lot of bugs at night, she says, looking out in the darkness around us. The plants and trees meld together into a single mass in the dark, and all the producing different bug sound. I can barely hear the stream. Do you go out for walks at night a lot? Huh? I saw you at the shrine before. Oh, like that time. She says it like it isn't about her. Well, about that time? He really doesn't seem to remember it, as I kind of expected. Well, I'm glad nothing bad happened. Kinda doesn't say anything for a while. He seems to be seeking something internally. Then she speaks in a soft voice. Yukito? What's up? What do you think of the job? I'm not sure it really suits me. More than not suiting me, it's kind of uncomfortable. I'm not used to it. Being leaning on others. I see. That said, I'll stick with it until I get paid. I had regretting my words before. But, when will I get paid? I don't expect to get paid immediately upon starting work. And I barely asked about actual terms of employment anyway. The more I think about it, the more it's sort of an ad hoc job. What? I look over and see Kano looking downcast beside me. Are you tired? No, I'm full of energy. She tries to show it, but trails off part way. Can I tell you something, Yukito? She asked, looking up at me. Her eyes seem almost haunted. Sure, anything you want. Alright then, here goes. Kano sits at the foot of the bridge. Potato takes up a position beside her. I lean against the railing and wait for Kano to start. I barely remember my mom at all. Everyone says she was never very healthy. She was stuck in bed a lot after she had me, and she had passed away when I was 3. My dad always used to say that my mom was really similar to me. I try to envision her, but I can't really. She tells the story calmly while staring up at the sky, but her tone is different from usual. She notices me looking at her and hurriedly puts on a smile. But still, wasn't really lonely. My sister took my mom's place. But that means my sister's still never had a mom this whole time. And Hijiri could never just be my big sister either. It's so unfair, I realize it now. She trails off again. My dad was always busy with the clinic too. It ruined his health. I couldn't do anything to help. All I could do was watch, so I always wished we had someone to help. She laughs and looks over at me. So they didn't just hire me out of sympathy and whimsy. I think that's what she's trying to tell me, although I'm not much use. No, you are. She shakes her head. You absolutely are, she says, then looks off at the sky again. She looks almost translucent under the light of the street lights nearby. She probably doesn't have anyone to talk with about this. Her older sister is kind and is always there to bail her out. And over time, that started to weigh on Kano little by little. A sunny young girl everyone loves. A girl playing her heart out all summer. But, despite all that, vacant shadows have seemed to cling to the bandana wound around her wrist. If I could use magic, I'd want to see my mom first. And when I do, I want to apologize to her. She murmurs softly. I can hear the shame and reluctance in her voice. Her clear, tranquil eyes reflect the starlight. She kept all those regrets pent up inside with no one to share them with. If I could use magic, a promise that she's been faithful to all this time for the sake of an innocent dream. And if that's the case, I'd want to see my mom first. And when I do, I want to apologize to her. It's such a sad wish it doesn't seem to fit with her at all. Don't apologize to her. Thank her. My mom? That's right. And thanks to her that you're here, isn't it? Can you imagine it if someone tells you they're sorry you gave birth to them? If my kid said that, I'd be furious. My mom's been dead for a long time too. She showed me a different path that most people follow, and then left this world. But all the same, I've never once wished that I had never been born. Maybe I just never had the time to stop and think about it, though. Huh? Yeah. Kano nods for a rather long time. Then she gestures to the sky with both hands. Give me a second, everyone. Okay, we're good. Slender as they look, her wrists are strong. The bandana on one wrist flutters in the night breeze. A magical seal she can't break until she's older, so the day she takes it off may be soon. Maybe far sooner than anyone around us knows. When the time comes, what will she learn?
Ah! Look, a firefly!
Where?
Over there! Oh, in those shrubs! Whoa!
Sploosh! Did you die?
Ah!
She answers pitifully. In the water again. It's night. I just can't get to sleep. I can't shut out the sound of the clock ticking nor the sound of the air conditioning. I lie on my back on the sofa, staring up at the ceiling in the darkness. I think back on the day. Virtually no one had come to the Kirishima clinic again. Potato and Hijiri were the same as ever. Kano was in fine spirits as usual. Even after falling in the stream, she came out unhurt. And just like she had said, there were fireflies dancing over the water. After that, I had taken her home still soaking wet. She started sneezing a lot, but that's just what you get for playing around near the water. And regardless, Hijiri got plenty mad at me. Roll over restlessly. I close my eyes again. Something is still nagging at me. Her magic sealed away, and whoever it was that gave Kano that bandana, don't take this off until you're all grown up. A simple promise, and that's all it took. Why would anyone keep their word to someone they've already forgotten long ago? Doesn't make sense to me. Eventually, I don't have an answer, but eventually fatigue starts to weigh on me. I can hear faint sounds and notice light on the other side of my eyelids.
Whoa!
What's so surprising? It just started glowing. Click clack. I hear the door close. Open my eyes slowly. There's a light on the examination room. Those two. I left the light off out there in the waiting room to be considerate of me. Kano might be feeling worse. She's probably getting looked over. I roll over and try to listen in. I can't hear anything. I try to go back to sleep. Naturally, I'm wide awake. Makes me curious. What are they talking about? I'm intensely curious. I get the feeling she's not just getting checked up on for catching a cold. I feel like whatever the two sisters are going to get up to in an examination room in the dead of night has to be incredible in one way or another. Plus, I get a sense that they're aware I'm out here. I'll regret it forever if I don't try to listen in. Time to eavesdrop then. I get off the sofa, doing my best to be silent. Taking the utmost care, I creep over to the examination room door. Then I put my ear up to it next to the doorknob. I focus my attention on listening. I can barely make out the sound of the two speaking. See, I don't have a fever. Still, you should get to bed for the night already. But I'm still not done with my homework for tonight. That's not worth worrying over. I never did my summer homework until September, back when I was in school. Oh, no. But... stretch. new butt stretch. There's no real purpose to their conversation, just like always. She really was just checking Kano for a cold. Let's see. Continue eavesdropping some more. You've grown a lot, Kano.
Ah, well, stop it.
Oh, stop what now?
Well, don't touch there.
Just giving you a quick check. But you don't have to squeeze it like that. Gwehehe. Oh, come on now, princess. Erg, now the creepy side of you comes out. Yeah.
Hijiri.
It sounds like something even more incredible than what I'd hoped is unfolding within the examination room. I started imagining the scene. No, don't imagine it. All else aside, I'm described the image as very pink. What's that? I heard something. A voice. Reflexively cover my mouth with both hands. Makes no difference though. A voice? Yeah. You think so? Yeah, it sounded like a toad doing push-ups. What would that sound like? Oh, no. I don't know. Then you probably imagined it. You're right. Phew. It seems like they haven't noticed me. Impersonate a cat meowing. No, I can continue listening. I hear the conversation resume through the door. Still, that's good, Kano. Huh? What is? I'm sure Kunisaki will appreciate how much you've grown too.
Well, what are you getting at?
Don't play innocent. I'm not playing. What Yukito got to do with it? What, you don't want to talk about him? Of course not. Well, that's too bad. Then maybe I should make him happy in your place.
Well, no, don't.
What, why not? I bet I could. Oh, no. Well, I can see that, but... Oh no, that expression scares me. Erg. How is she planning to make me happy anyway? Try to envision that. Pink. Gah! That produces an image so pink that it's basically a crime to imagine it.
What? I heard a voice again.
Oh no, this is bad. They're definitely going to catch me this time. I panic all alone in the dark waiting room. A voice? Yeah. Really think? I can't make anything out after that. It's silent for several seconds. Kano? Hijiri's tone changes suddenly. Hey, Kano, what's the matter? Hey. That's the last sound I hear. I have no idea what they're doing now. I reach for the door now, then it opens, and then it happens. Huh? So it's you. Someone else answers Hijiri. They speak too quietly for me to make out. Well, it's been a while. What did you just walk into? You walked into a nighttime discussion or something. How you doing though, Knight? It's good to see ya. How's life treating ya? After that, I can't make out her voice anymore. I get the sense she's talking to someone though. I have no idea what's going on. All of my attention is focused on the other side of the door. I can tell I'm sweating through the front of my shirt. In the darkness, I can feel my sense of foreboding growing, although I can't sense much else. Went into an awfully strange scream. Yeah, a little bit. That's how my streams go though, Knight. Very strange. Life is treating you well, how you doing? I'm good. All's good here. Another day of surviving in the twitches and the streamings. Are you just going to speak in riddles again? That's Hijiri's voice. Doesn't do any good if I can't understand what you mean. What do you want with Kano? And what do you want me to do? Schwatevs? Yeah. Answer me, she asks icily. It seems almost like she's acting out a scene, but it's a little too convincingly. Silence holds for several seconds, seeming almost unnatural, protracted. And then, another voice answers her weakly. This girl is my life. Oh, a chill goes down my spine. That's definitely Kano's voice, but that's not how Kano usually speaks. Kano never talks like that. No, Hijiri yells. I seem to be having fun. Yeah, I'm enjoying the game a lot. It's good. Kano's life is her own. She's my little sister, and I love her. I hear a chair rattle as someone stands up. Then there's a sound that's somewhere between a sigh and a shriek. Even from this side of the door, I can tell. Hijiri is embracing Kano. Good to hear? Yeah. I'm glad you're having a good day, of course. Then the next instant...
Huh? What's going on?
There's no doubt about it. That's definitely Kano's voice. The tension in the air evaporates. Why are you hugging me, big sis? You were sleepwalking. Huh? Then you hugged me, so I hugged you back. Oh, no, I don't remember any of that. Didn't I just say to hurry on to bed? Oh, no. Oh, this is nice too. Right, big sis? What is? Can we stay this way for a while? Yeah, sure. You used to hold me like this after Dad died. Yeah. Remember. After that, her voice fades out. I can feel their warmth in the conversation, just as usual. I slowly step away from the door. Yo, Knight, it's July 31st! Bro! I wake up from the chill in the air. I guess they must have left the air conditioning on all night. I get up off the sofa. Then I look over toward the examination room door. I can't hear anyone in there. I think back about the night before, and hearing the two sisters' voices through the door. Kano, but not Kano. And Hijiri yelling. Was it all a dream? My head feels groggy and my thoughts are scattered. I was about to stand up, but I see something on the floor. It's a scrap of paper from a memo pad. I pick it up and turn it over. Please stay close to Kano. The penmanship is the same as Hijiri's notes in the medical records. Walk over toward the door and open the shoe locker. Hijiri's shoes are missing. Huh. I take a look around me. The town is still quiet, the day hasn't started yet. The sky is as blue as ever. I catch a glimpse of a familiar lab coat rounding the corner. I chase after it. Eventually, I arrive at the bridge. Hijiri crosses without slowing down and heads toward the mountain. Doesn't seem like she's out for a walk. I keep close enough not to lose sight of her and cross the bridge myself. Eventually, the road starts to go up to the mountain. I can tell where she's headed now. We climb the stairs, then pass through the torii gate. An early morning shrine visit. I can smell leaves still wet with dew. The gravel on each side still holds a bit of the night's chill. Not even the cicadas have started buzzing yet. And of course, there's no one else here. The shrine's not conveniently located in the first place. And it also gives off a sense of wanting people to keep their distance. I hide by the torii gate and watch Hijiri. She doesn't go to pray. She's just standing there in the middle of the night shrine path, seemingly without any reason. She seems to be looking at something. I should say something. She looks so young and forlorn that the thought comes naturally. I step out of the shadows of the torii gate. This is quite a ways to come out for a walk. Hijiri turns toward me. As soon as she sees me, her eyebrows scrunch together. Why are you here? I left a note for you to watch Kano while I was out, didn't I? Give me a second, guys. Just looking at something. Okay. You think I can read your handwriting? And I honestly didn't think you were coming back. Oh. Sorry about that. She's being oddly genuine. She starts to walk over to me. As she does, she lurches dramatically. Hey, did you even sleep last night? I can sleep as long as I need to when the clinic opens. That's bad in several ways, though. Hijiri doesn't say anything else. She just stares off toward the roof. The memories come back as we stand there. I ran into Hijiri here once before. That evening, Kano has been acting strangely and talking nonsense. Then she collapsed. When she found her sister, Hijiri said something. Oh, there you are. I knew you'd be here. How did she know Kano would be here? I doubt she'd answer if I ask. I direct my gaze upward. The sky is like a clear pool above us, with no power lines or buildings obstructing the view. I don't think there's anywhere else in town this close to the sky. Did you come to pray? No. She gave a clear answer on that. I think I'm just here to repent my sins. I know my prayers won't be answered. She turns away before I ask further. I'm heading back. I have to make breakfast for Kano. She takes off in long strides. You're making breakfast for me and yourself too, right? She then responds as though the thought just struck her. Oh right, I guess I will. She smiles with a hint of loneliness in her expression. Back in the examination room, Kano was talking on the phone. Yeah, well, you only need to change the bird's water. Oh, and keep an eye on Moko and make sure he doesn't eat too much. Apparently, she's asking someone else to take care of the animals today. Thank you so much. You're officially Kano-rin's BFF classmate number 1. She assigns a number as usual. Thanks so much. Bye! She hangs up the phone and lets out a small sigh.
Phew.
Are you not feeling well? Yeah, I think I might have a cold. She does seem kind of flushed. She does have to walk for a while after falling in the river last night. That can't have been good for her. I feel a bit guilty, but I'm okay. This won't be enough to stop Kanarin's master plan. Master plan? What master plan?
Clack.
The door opens and Hijiri comes in. You're still here? She narrows her eyes with concern when she sees Kano. Shouldn't you be resting in bed? I don't need to. It's not a big deal. You need to take the day to rest. But I have homework to do. Your health matters more than your homework. Oh, no. Oh, fine. She's being oddly obedient. And I'm gonna go to bed. Hijiri calls out to Kano as the latter moves to leave the examination room. I'll bring lunch up later. What do you want? Flowing somen. Does she want that in her room? Not today. Aw, you're so mean. I'll figure out something you'll like then. And I'll use the Kunisaki delivery service too. Really? Her eyes light up. If that works for you. I chuckle wryly at her unexpected reaction.
Yeah, that's great. I'll see you later then.
Still smiling brightly, it's hard to believe she's sick. Kano leaves the examination room. And so my job starts for the morning. Miraculously, we get 3 patients. I just sit absently at the reception desk while Hijiri sees them. The faded scheduled pad and the disused medicine cabinet both call back to better times for the clinic. For lunch, Hijiri makes rice porridge. She decided on it for Kano's sake. Made with scallops and broth, it's meant to be healthy, but it also tastes quite nice. I know this is a bit late to say this, but what's up all of a sudden? You're a real good cook, huh? Flattery will get you nowhere. Not every second, not even seconds. Fresh out. She nods uncaringly. Whatever's left is for Kano. How about Potato? He's away again today. Oh. The conversation isn't going anywhere. She just has a cold, right? You're a doctor. Don't you think you're overreacting? Yeah, I know I am, but Hijiri stands up. Leaving her sentence there, she walks out of the examination room. A while later, she comes back holding a small wooden tray. That's Kano's bowl of porridge, a spoon, and a cup of water. She must have reheated some of it. I can see steam rising from the bowl. Can I ask you to take this up? She says, holding the tray out to me. Why don't you just take it the rest of the way? I told her this morning that you'd do it, so she'll be looking forward to it. She says with an overly serious tone. Okay, and come right back after. I give her a nod and take the tray. Knock, knock. I knock on her door, holding the tray with one hand. Are you up?
Oh, hold on just a second.
I hear a surprising amount of noise. Okay, all set. I'm coming in. I turn the knob and swing the door open wide. It's a very orderly room. It's brightly lit with sunlight from a large window. Volumes of encyclopedias and literary collections lie in a large bookshelf. On some level, I suspect that those are hand-me-downs from Hijiri. Kano is sitting on the edge of the bed. She gets up when she sees me. Oh no, this is embarrassing. It's a mess in here. It's really not messy. It's a nice room. It looks comfortable. Ah! She starts to say something, then blushes. How are you feeling?
I'm all better already.
So why aren't you in your pajamas? Like I said, I'm all better already. It's a childish excuse.
But that's not all.
Well, what is it then?
Ah! I'm embarrassed for you to see me in my pajamas.
So the noise I heard before I came in was her changing clothes. Don't worry about that when you're sick.
Oh no, but...
Just stay in bed. I point at the bed as I say it. Hijiri will get mad at me. Don't go getting out of bed.
Aww, my food though.
Hello, BRB Dan. BRB Dan has returned. How you doing today? How's life treating ya? She sits down on the bed sulkily and whines. Oh right, I put the tray of food on the bed for her. First eat and stay in bed. You're doing good? That's good to hear. Hope all is well. I know all's gonna be well for me tomorrow. The end today? Yep, the visual novel is today. There won't be a visual novel tomorrow or a stream tomorrow morning, by the way. Just because I'll be going out. I know, right? I'll be going out. Isn't that insane? But yeah, what have you been up to? Anything cool? Oh, fine. I'll eat. She picks up the bowl and spoon and then sniffs the bowl.
Wow, it smells delicious.
It was good. I didn't get as much as I wanted. I'm going to Fairy Fest tomorrow. It's a little event in the woods. People like dress as old-timey, like kind of things. It's really fun. I look forward to it all summer.
Thank you for this meal.
She chirps, then shovels a spoonful in her mouth.
It kinda hard.
She says pitifully short after. Then she gulps down water and goes back to the porridge. I know, it's gonna be good. I'll let everyone know about it when I stream in the morning again. I watch her eat for a while. Like a Renaissance fair? Yeah, a smaller one. A smaller one in scale, but still pretty good. Biggish, but good. Doesn't seem to bother her, but the bandana on her wrist looks like it's in her way. Want me to feed you?
That's embarrassing. I can't.
Right, I guess it might be. To be honest, it would probably be too awkward for me too. Well, take your time. It's been pretty slow. Good slow or bad slow? Good slow would be for the best. That means like time isn't going faster. Meh slow. Meh summer day slow.
Aw, you're leaving already?
Kano's face immediately looks lonely. Yeah, I still have work to do.
Oh, fine, I guess.
See you. Stay in bed now, okay? Just before I leave the room, I turn to look back. Just as expected, Kano has stopped eating and is looking at me. Kano?
Huh?
You can call for me whenever, okay?
Okay.
She smiles her usual bright smile. What is that thing on the desk? This thingy? Looks like a doggy. Some kind of doggy statue with fur, maybe. What a strange thing. I see Bjork here also. Very strange. And be sure you finish everything. Take your meds too.
Right, I will.
I leave Kano's room. I feel like I kind of get why Hijiri's so overprotective. We have several more patients over the afternoon before closing for the day. I start mopping the floor. Hijiri's guidance is just make it clean. I suspect she doesn't want to pay me not to do anything though. I also go to check on Kano a few times while Hijiri is in appointments. Maybe it was just because I'm bored, but she lures me into the small talk each time. Want me to send Hijiri after this? I ask, but Kano shakes her head. No, she's working. Hijiri doesn't say anything when I tell her. She seems to feel both lonely and pleased at the same time. It's already dark out by the time I finish all my work. Dinner time. Hijiri says upon returning to the examination room. I made a batch fresh. She brings in a tray and places it on the desk. It's the staple of summer with the kirishimas. Somen noodles again? Relax, they're not in a slide today. I tried using a plate made from bamboo instead. Trendy, right? I just nod, so long as I get to eat them without a fight. And the dipping sauce for the noodles is plum this time. She probably doesn't have the appetite for anything heavier. I sure do, though. That's not my problem. I'm talking about Kano here. Right. I answer vaguely. I don't really care, I just want to eat as soon as possible. Look at the somen noodles in the bamboo bowl. Looks refreshing and tasty, but for some reason, there are only dishes and chopsticks for two. I can feel cold sweat run down my spine. Oh! You're not going to let me eat then? She's a demon, she really is. I've got an errand to attend to right now, she says, grabbing a manila envelope of papers. Looks like she's the one who's not eating. Where are you headed? I ask the knot in my chest, relaxing. I'm meeting someone. Is this related to your human experimentation? Well, I'm sure it'll be a very productive talk among doctors then. I don't know if I expect anything to be productive. She lets out an irritable sigh. That's a bit surprising. What do you mean? You just don't look like someone who's good with people is all. Well, of course I'm not. She answers proudly for some reason. But Kano will never stop nagging me about it if I don't go. Why's that? She'll probably say, we're gonna lose everything because you take things for granted. I think it's meant to be taking them for granted. She's growing up so much that she's even started thinking about money. She says happily, looking off into the distance. Oh, and about growing up, Kunisaki. She pats my shoulders. What's up? Why are you being weird? Kano still looks like a kid, doesn't she? She's a kid on the inside, too. You're sorely mistaken, Kunisaki. She snickers in a way that seems significant, standing there with her arms folded. She's actually got an incredible body hidden under all those clothes. She was a skinny girl until last year. Then this year, her got a double your money upgrade over the old model. Double what money? And what old model? Her butt and hips have both filled out nicely too. They're at what people call childbearing hips. So, my adult needed buzzer's going off now. I need an adult here now. Please. Why does it sound dirtier than it needs to be when she says it like that? She's my little sister, so of course she's going to grow up to be a voluptuous beauty. So that's what she wanted to say. And make sure you take your dinner and meds up to her. I'm even granting you two special permission to eat together as a bonus. But if it goes anywhere past just eating together, shing! It's the same punchline as always. She crazy. I'll be back before the day's out. Take care of Kano, she says as she leaves. I pick up the dinner tray and head for Kano's room. Knock knock. I knock softly, but there's no answer from inside the room. Maybe she's asleep. I turn around to leave, but something pulls me back. I try the doorknob. I turn it slowly, trying not to make any noise. Doesn't seem to be locked. I'm coming in, Kano. I announce myself in a whisper and open the door. The lights are out. Something stirs the air. The window is cracked open a tiny bit. There's a sea breeze softly rustling the curtains. Kano. I look around the room after a brief pause. It's silent. The light from the hallway casts a bar of light across the bed. The empty bed. The person who should be here isn't. Clatter. I toss the tray and start running. Uh-oh. Rush by intermittent streetlights. My legs propel me forward past one, then the next. I don't even know when my heart started racing. My chest hurts. It's not from running. It feels like it's being squeezed by some unknown force. So for now, I keep running. I cross the bridge. The night deepens. I feel my senses fade away in the darkness. Without realizing it, this is where my legs were taking me. Without realizing? No. Maybe I knew. I knew that there would be answers here. I reach the top of the stairs. Countless stars twinkle through the torii gate. My breathing is ragged, but the pressure from the sense of foreboding I'm having is even more intense.
Kano.
Kano? My voice is swallowed up by a chill of the night. Woo! The wind blows over me. There, a girl stands alone.
Kano.
Probably not good. I rush over to her. That's some energetic wind, I know, right? Woo! Imagine if wind sounded like that in real life, Dan. Will that be just not good? Her eyes dull. They're empty, staring off at nothing. Kano. I reach out to her. My fingers brush her hair. I can't see myself in her eyes. And then, Kano's lips move. She speaks, but her words aren't Kano's. That would make Stormsroot really funny. Woo 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 woo. Then, with my own hands, she lifts her arms. Her slender fingers encircle my neck from both sides. Then slowly they start to tighten. Intense burning pain shoots through my neck. I come back to my senses. Kano is there right in front of me, but this isn't her. Kano is choking me with both hands. None of what's happening seems real at all. The skin on my neck burns. Never trust a random girl in white clothing in a forest. Especially when she's glowing. When she's growing, that's like a massive red flag there. It feels like someone's pressing a heated metal rod against me. Her hands tighten and still further around my neck. Gah! She's stronger than a girl her size should be. I grab her wrist and try to shake her off. I put all my strength into fighting to wrench her hands loose. Despite how much smaller she is, I just can't pull her off of me. I can't breathe. My vision starts to dim. I don't feel afraid nor regretful. I don't understand why, but all I feel is incredible sadness. And then, just as I start to black out of nowhere, the pressure on my neck vanishes. Kano looks at me. A flash of light illuminates my reflection in her eyes. Her eyes widen, then it's like everything happens in slow motion. Kano's hands fall from my neck, trailing down my chest. Then her knees buckle and she falls to the ground. Hazy as my mind is, I catch her in an embrace before she hits the ground. Kano. I can't hear my own voice. My throat might have been crushed, or maybe something's wrong with my ears. Or maybe I'm trapped in a nightmare, I can't even tell. What the hell? What's going on? Confused and frustrated, I pick Kano up. She's so light. It's like she's barely there. Damn it! and anger rises up inside me, although I'm not sure what I'm angry at. All the same, it's the only thing keeping me conscious. I start walking. The ground seems to toss and turn. I'm unsteady on my feet, but I don't want to stay here. Cradled in my arms, Kano's not moving at all. The torii gate looms like a pair of dead trees at the edges of my hazy vision. Holding Kano close, I desperately focus on moving my legs. I have to get out of here. I have to get back to reality. So Kano, we're gonna talk about this now. Why were you choking me? I wake up in an all-white room. White walls, white sheets. It takes me a while to get a handle on where I am. There's a faint disinfectant smell. I can hear a soft voice from somewhere out of sight. Are you up? Yeah. I sit up on the examination table as I answer. It's been a while since I saved. So let's save it, guys. Eh? Agree? Let me check something else real quick. Okay. I sit on the examination table. My head feels groggy. There's a dull ache from my temples. What time is it? I ask, and then notice the wall clock. The hands point to right at 6:30. The sky is red with sunset outside. I seem to have slept for a full day. How are you feeling? Hijiri expresses concern for my health and comes over. Not bad. Answers sitting back on the table. And your injury? Is it hurting at all? My injury? Huh, so you haven't noticed. She reaches out toward my neck, letting out a sigh as she speaks. You may have a bruise for a while. Her delicate fingers trail over my neck. Don't you want to see it in a mirror? Sure. It looks intense, but it's not actually severe as injuries go. Laughing softly, she takes a mirror from her desk and puts it in front of me. I peer into it. There are several blue bruises in the shape of fingers and red scratches from fingernails on my neck. I don't feel anything from them. To my surprise, I'm fairly calm right now. Maybe I just haven't processed everything yet. What about Kano? She's in her room. She's been asleep for a while. She should be up soon. Alright. Hijiri is the one to break this heavy silence that falls over us. What happened? You don't want to say? Well, alright then. I don't know. Huh? I still don't know anything. That's the truth. I still don't really know anything. I don't even know what I need to find out. Look out the window. I can see a sliver of sky through a gap in the trees outside. The summer sky at sunset. Then the sun will go down and night will fall. Slowly but surely I trace back my memories of last night. That was real, not a dream. I run my hand over the scratches. I can feel a faint pain from them alongside the alien sensation of wounded skin. Whose pain is this? Is it Kano's? Or, did you meet her then? Hijiri asks. Yeah. I answer. I see. Are those her doing? Seems so. Hey, who is she? Huh? Hey. Soft lips move right next to my ear. The scent of her hair tickles my nose. I'm sorry. She whispers into my ear. I can feel her breath on my neck when she speaks. I should have been the one to get those. So I'm sorry. Why is it though? My chest hurts. There's so much I want to ask, yet I can't get the words to come out. We probably need to talk about it, if you want to. Alright, well then I want to tell you. This was when Kano was still a little kid. It was the first summer after our mother passed away. There were two sisters who were very close. They were always together. The proud older sister, knowledgeable and gentle but with a sharp tongue. The precious younger sister, adorable and sweet but a bit of a crybaby. Both of them loved summer, and they both looked forward to the festival, but this summer wasn't like the usual. Their mother, who usually took them to the festival, was nowhere to be seen. Big sis! Big sis! Hey, big sis! Stop pulling on my clothes. But you walk too fast! The older sister lets out a sigh. She shouldn't have come to the festival, but she hadn't wanted to stay shut up in their big room together. She had felt like the fun memories they had of walking here with their mother must be still out there. She had snuck out and made for the shrine on the hilltop with her sister. The lively festival scene also featured a number of vendor stalls. They passed by happy families. She bites her lip. Gripping her little sister's hand tightly, she hurries along head down. As she does, she hears a lively voice. Oh look! Balloons! Yeah, those are balloons. They definitely are. She tries to move on as though it's nothing, but her little sister doesn't move. She's staring at the colorful balloons tied to one vendor's stall. They're floating! She's spellbound, hands pressed to her cheeks. Yeah, because they're balloons.
Hey, if we get one, can we fly with it?
Nope.
Oh, no, why not?
Because a single balloon can't lift a person. If I could, the vendor would be flying right now. The smart older sister immediately points out.
Wow, big sis, you're so smart.
Despite not fully understanding, the younger sister looks quite impressed. Then could you fly if you had a lot of balloons? The older sister had dug her own grave. Maybe, but we can only buy one. She takes all her worldly funds out from her skirt pocket. A total of 4 100 yen coins. Just enough for the smallest balloon there.
Heh, I have my allowance too. Here you go.
It's 2 10 yen coins.
How many balloons can we buy?
1.
But I put in money too.
It's still only enough for 1.
Oh no, that's confusing.
The little sister furrows her young brow and thinks for a while about the unfairness of the world. But she comes up with another idea quite quickly.
Oh, I know. We can just get one balloon and blow it up really big. Then it can lift up even bigger things.
It didn't seem right to her older sister, but she also didn't feel sure she could explain why. Alright, just one. I mean it. She decided to get one if it would satisfy her little sister. She paid and took a light pink balloon. Here.
Wow! Thanks, big sis.
She extends her hand, letting her laughter spill out as she does. Then a passerby's shoulder bumps into her, sending her swaying a little bit, and the string she was about to grab slipped through her fingers.
Ah!
The balloon floated away, vanishing into the night sky. No matter how she tried to reach for it, it was too late now. I'd never seen crying like that before. From you? From Kano? I knew that. Then don't ask. She's not in the mood for joking. So what happened next? You went home while I tried to soothe Kano. I told her I'd get an advance on my allowance from our dad and we'd buy lots of balloons. Did you get her a balloon? Hidri slowly shakes her head. Our dad was out for an urgent house call and didn't come back until the next morning. I try to envision it. An empty house where you'd expected people inside. The chilly night air. The balloon that got away. The balloon that was supposed to carry her off into the sky. Why did Kano want to fly? I guess it's because she missed her mom. Your mom? I asked her back, unsure what she means. Hijiri's eyes seemed to waver just a tiny bit. It's something she believed at the time, that our mom was up in the sky watching over us. That's what I told her. She murmurs as though confessing her own sins. Neither Dad nor I could bring ourselves to tell her. To say that our mother wasn't around anymore. A star-filled sky. The smell of mosquito incense and watermelon. The street was littered with used fireworks. 2 pairs of footsteps crunched over the debris. They came out of an alleyway and passed by rice paddies filled with fireflies. They hurried hand in hand down the dark mountain path. Then when they crested the last rise...
Look, big sis, they're still open!
They followed the narrow dirt road that runs up to the shrine. The lantern lights formed a chain showing the way ahead. It's much brighter on the other side of the shrine's torii gate. Hang on. Okay. The vendor stalls were still as lively as they have been a few hours prior. I'm glad we made it in time. They stopped to catch their breaths. The little sister spoke it with concern, staring longingly through the torii gate. You think they'll still have any left? Yeah, definitely. I'm sure people who wouldn't buy up all the balloons. Do people hate balloons? No, they don't hate them, but they have other things to buy. But I love balloons. I don't need takoyaki or candy apples if I can have a balloon. Are you hungry?
No.
Her stomach growled just as she vigorously shook her head. Neither of them had much of an appetite at dinner. Poking at some cold rice, the little sister spoke up. I bet they let the balloons loose to float off after the festival. If we ask, I bet they'll give us one. The little girl said innocently. The older sister still felt the balloon's thread on her fingers. The balloon vendor had seemed like a nice man. He might give her a balloon if she just explained what happened. They hurried up the stone stairs. Then they passed through the shrine's torii gate. But there weren't any balloons around. Nor were there any families wearing yukata. Most of the lively rows of vendor stalls had been stripped down to just their supports. The adults were packing up, their faces tired. They would be heading to another town soon. The end of an enjoyable festival. The scene made the girls' chests tighten. A night wind gusts rustling the treetops around them. The little sister squeezes her older sister's hand tightly. Her clinging hand conveys that she didn't want to be here anymore. And yet, let's go home. She couldn't make herself say it, no matter how she tried. When she finally came back to her senses, the festival cleanup had already ended. No one other than the two sisters was around. It seemed like an entirely new place, even though it was really just restored to its usual self. The older sister looks at her younger counterpart. There were still traces of tears on her cheeks, visible in the fading light. You must be hungry. There was no response. I'll make whatever you want when we get home, she said, then remembered that the refrigerator was empty. The older sister made herself smile all the same. Well, anything I know how to anyway. There was no response. Her younger sister was staring intently at something. A snug little shrine building. At the top of some stairs, a faint light seeped from a narrow gap in its door. It was a strange light, like a gap in the night's darkness. More than a light from a flame or a lamp. A light that seemed to bring back clear memories of something forgotten. Big sis! The two sisters gazed at each other. Before they really realized it, they slowly drew closer and closer. The door should be locked normally, but it opens without a sound. Then they proceeded into the sanctuary, hand in hand. The darkness inside smelled musty, like the place hadn't been disturbed in centuries. There was an altar at the end of the otherwise empty space. Something shone brightly from atop a pedestal. Wow! The younger sister said upon seeing what it was. It was a single feather lying on its side. A shining feather from a bird. The light it emitted was a soft hue, somewhere between white and silver. It's a magic feather! Her older sister didn't respond. She had already been thinking the same thing as her little sister since she saw the feather. The silky smooth feather quivered as if to call out to the two girls. If they had it, then surely they would be able to fly through the air. Maybe they could even make it to where their mother was. Hop! Huh? I can almost reach it, but not quite! She stretched out and reached for the feather. She couldn't quite reach it no matter how she tried, though. Her older sister quietly grabbed the plume by the quill and handed it to the young girl. Here. Her little finger clasped the feather. That was the moment it happened. The feather shouldn't be alive at all, yet it seemed to undulate on the spot. It was as though it was recovering memories of its time in the sky. The light filled the area with a fearsome intensity. Her eyes hurt and she couldn't see anything. And then... what happened? Nothing happened, Hijiri said flatly. The shrine custodian shined a flashlight at us and yelled at us to go home already. That was all. We put the feather back and we both went home. Then Kano said something on the walk home. She said, I guess we can't go to where Mom is again, huh? From the next day onward, something was strange about Kano. She'd turn up walking around the outside alone, or mutter strange things to herself. I remembered what happened at the shrine. Kano looking up at the sky with a blank gaze, and the words that had come out of her mouth. The number of stars in the heavens. The number of trees in the mountains. I'm not sure what it means even now. That sort of thing has happened several times. She stopped speaking and looked straight at me. She has a doctor's cool eyes and paired with an expression of gentle concern for her little sister. Oh, hang on a minute. Okay. Both sides of her seems deeply distressed. Kano wasn't in the next room when I woke up in the night. She wasn't the type to even go to the bathroom alone, so I panicked and started looking for her. She was here in the examination room, holding one of the scalpels our dad had left out, pressing it against her own wrist. Uh-oh. I avert my gaze. The evening darkness at the corners of the room looks almost as if the house itself had soaked up shades of her regrets. I got there in time, so it didn't hurt. It didn't amount to much. And at the time, a few thoughts struck me. That person wasn't Kano. Someone else was pretending to be her. Think about the Kano I know. The carefree, sunny smile she gives us. If that's not Kano, then who is it? But I had noticed. Kano keeps a bandana tied around her right wrist. Very prominent accessory, so much so that it almost seems out of place on her delicate wrists. So that bandana, Hijiri nods silently in response to my question. I made her wear that. This bandana has mysterious powers. If you wear it until you're all grown up, you'll be able to use magic. Whatever happens, don't take it off until then. That's what I told her, over and over. Even if she tries to slit her wrist without realizing it, she'll come back to her senses when she sees the bandana. Or so I thought childishly. Hijiri says in a self-mocking tone. She turns her chair and looks into the twilight outside the window. It made her really happy. I'll definitely keep it on until I'm all grown up, she told me with a smile. I'm confident she barely remembers anything from that day, and yet she still holds to the rules I set down for her even now. Kano won't take the bandana off on her own, or maybe she can't. I think she's wrong about that. Kano will grow up someday. It could even be this summer. I decided to take over my father's clinic. I thought I could help Kano someday if I studied and become a doctor. Hijiri extends a hand and takes a book from her desk. The title doesn't mean much to me, and it's all specialized jargon that I don't understand. The cover seems beaten up as though someone has read through it repeatedly. Have you heard of split personalities? I've heard of them, but I don't know much. They apparently involve suppressing childhood memories that then form a separate personality that lets you escape from painful experiences. And that's what the other her is? I think it has to be. Silence falls between us, but still, she puts the thick volume back without opening it. It could also be that I just don't think Kano's issues can be fixed with medicine, she says as though she's talking to herself. I can't see Kano as having a simple split personality. My impressions from my fragmentary brushes with the other Kano aren't what I'd simply describe as a personality. It felt more like a broken down machine left in the rain that had just happened to start moving again. For some reason. Maybe the other Kano wasn't even aware of where she was. That's how it seemed to me. Kano was praying at the time it happened. Hang on. Okay. Or making wishes no one could have expected would come true. And so, she trails off, seemingly struggling with what she wants to say. Hijiri's gaze falls on the brushes on my neck. She squeezes out words from somewhere deep down inside her. She wasn't the first one that touched the feather. I was. And I was the one who told her that her mom was up in the sky. So why is it her? Why is she the only one who suffers for it? She looks down at the ground. Her unanswerable question disperses into the faint smell of disinfectant. I have to say something to her. Just as I think that, she's back to her usual self. Sorry, forget I said that. That's not how a doctor should think. And she laughs, sounding a little embarrassed. But I'm thinking of something entirely different. What you told Kano isn't untrue. She doesn't seem to follow my meaning and just looks back at me in surprise. But I continue talking. There really is someone up in the sky. That's what I was always taught. Who taught you fairy tales like that? My mom. Hang on a minute. Just getting some more air in. Your mother must have had a really pure heart and spent her life chasing dreams then, huh? She tries that as a bizarre twist to follow up, but it's too late. No, I mean that I hope you'll introduce us someday if you get a chance. That's not going to be possible. She died when I was little. I see. She falls silent at that. Kano and Hijiri both know it too well. There's nothing you can say to someone who's lost their mother. I look up at the scrap of red sky I can see through the window. My mother's words come back to me, the same as she told me over and over in my childhood. And somewhere across the sky, there's a girl with wings. There's always has been. There still is even now. And that's why I'm on a journey. It's me and this little doll she left to me. Oh right, you have strange powers too, huh? She says suddenly, seemingly just remembering. I might as well say it again, but there's no trick or setup to that either. Well, that's impressive. Her face tells me she's not impressed at all. If that's true, you should be a major star, a man of the era. My powers are just a funny little trick. They don't contribute to society at all. No, that's not true. She says forcefully and pats my shoulders. I'm sure there's lots of people who want to dissect you. I can guarantee it as a doctor. You think I want a doctor's word on that? It was a joke. Don't worry about it so much. Sadly, I'm just a stubborn old small-town doctor. I don't have the skills or equipment to cut up your brain. You. So you'd do it if you had them? You could at least say you don't want to. I really want to, though. You could try contributing to medical science at least, with that amazing body of yours. We lock gazes intently in the silence. This isn't the way I want to be wanted. Well, putting aside medical science, she says, waving away the previous topic. The issue right now is Kano, right? Can I ask you something? Sure, anything. What did you feel when you touched the feather? Hijiri's eyes widen. It's something I really see from her, calm and collected as she usually is. Not that it's surprising. I'm not sure why I asked that either. She puts her hand to her chin and thinks for a bit, then answers slowly. To be honest, I don't remember that evening too well. I do remember what struck me when I picked it up, though. She looks down at her hands as she thinks back to that time. It was sadness. I felt sad when I touched it. Sadness, huh? But that's all. The feather didn't glow, and there's nothing unusual about me either. The shrine custodian said that other people have touched the feather, but he'd never heard of any of them reacting the way Kano did. That makes sense if you think about it logically. But I have to ask more. So in the end, what was the feather? It's a sacred object of worship that's been revered at the shrine for ages, they say. They don't know any details past that, though. I see. Something is still nagging me deep down. The feather glowing in white. The feather which has been there for ages. The feather which will take you away into the sky. And originally, there's something I'm more concerned about. Hijiri's serious tone draws me back to reality. The other Kano is showing up more frequently lately, and she's more clearly present now than ever before. She seems to make Kano far stronger than it logically makes sense for her to be. Not sure what her last sentence means. I remain silent and Hijiri points to my neck. You wouldn't have bruises like that if she had just squeezed your neck with her hands normally. You wouldn't know without looking closely, but those marks of yours are a lot like inflammation. What I'm saying is that they're not external injuries. They're symptoms that were induced internally. It takes me a while to grasp what she's saying. Run my fingers over the bruises on my neck again. So it wasn't Kano's hands that had actually hurt me. Kano's mysterious power had done that, and from within my neck. Why is that, though? I don't know. She says frankly. I suspect her attitude and intolerance toward vague phrasing comes from doing stressful work as a doctor. I'm worried. If we don't do something, then what will become of Kano? She sags in her chair. This is the first time I've seen her despair over anything. The residual light of the day falls on the sleeve of her worn lab coat, dyeing its sunset colors. After several seconds of silence, she looks up again. She straightens her back like usual and turns directly toward me. Hey, Kunisaki. A BRB I am thing? Gotcha. I want to ask something of you. You can ask, but I'm not promising I'll do it. Keep Kano safe. She bows her head. I look toward the door of the examination room wordlessly. I think about the darkness on the other side and this tiny little seaside town, and this clinic that became my home base at some point. The lives of these two close sisters are engraved all over the place. Look up at the ceiling. The same words I can always hear still ring in my ears faintly. And somewhere across the sky there's a girl with wings. There's always has been. There still is even now. That's it. I'm just an outsider who is on a journey. There's nothing I can do for Kano. And even as I think that, I tell her something else. Just give me a deadline to keep to. Yeah, okay then. Until the day she takes the bandana off. That day may never come, though. She adds, passing it off as a joke. It was a lonely and unnatural calm laughter. That night, I'm sitting on the sofa in the waiting room alone. It's quiet. The window is closed and the AC is off. Yet there's a strange chill that seems to waft up from beneath the air. Listen closely and hear the chirping of insects in the distance. Yukito! Kano was sitting there in the darkness. What's the matter? Why's the light off? She looks worried. Oh, no reason. I was just thinking, that's all. You were? Yeah. I look at her face closely. I still haven't had enough time to accept what I saw. There's a girl here. Kano Kirishima. Are you feeling okay? Yeah, I'm all better already. I'm sorry for worrying you. Her smile seems more distant than ever as she says it. It's nothing really. I reach out to her with my right hand. I pat her on the head gently and stroke her hair. Yeah! She nods slightly and my hand still atop her head. She doesn't remember anything about last night. All she's been left with is a blank stretch of time. I can't ask her anything. I get the feeling that everything would come crashing down if I did. Hey, Yukito? Is your neck okay? Does it hurt? She looks concerned as she stares at the blue-black marks all over my neck. Hijiri gave her an explanation of the night. She told Kano that she had another blackout at the shrine. I had fallen down the stairs and hit my neck while trying to catch her as she fell. It's pretty far-fetched, but Kano had no reason to doubt her older sister.
なんともない
It's not a worry, I'm good.
あのね
Hey, Yukito. Never mind, it's nothing. I see.
Yeah.
Well, it's late, so you should go to sleep already. You were just sick a day ago, after all.
Yeah, I know.
She responds with a tranquil smile. I see my reflection in her eyes. Can you at least say goodnight to me? Okay, yeah.
おやすみなさい
This was goodnight. This is goodnight. I need to say this is goodnight. I say and pat her head again. Seriously, get some sleep already.
ありがとう
Thanks. Good night then.
Clack. The door to the living room closes quietly. And I go the flip to bed. It's morning. I couldn't sleep. I just stared off into the darkness all night. Eventually, I start to hear the sound of cicadas. I stretched atop the sofa, then began my day. Taking the mop in hand, I start cleaning the floor as usual. At some point, I got used to this routine. The waiting room is quiet this morning. That's the same as usual in its own right. I start on the windows after I finish mopping. I raise the blinds and let the light in, and I open the window and let the sounds of cicadas reverberate off the white walls. I finish washing the windows, then I close them and turn the AC on. Will anyone come in today? I'm worried. I'm sure the electric bill is nothing to sneeze at. It would be a different matter if I at least made enough to give something back. I head out front. Nobody is passing by. That's not odd since it's still early in the morning. Several impatient businesses have already opened up their shutters though. Someone who looks familiar, the owner of a store a short distance away, is splashing water on the pavement in front of their property. Our eyes meet. I get a slight bow. I return the courtesy just to be polite. The store owner down the street finishes and heads back inside, and I'm alone again. The sunlight is intense. I bring a bucket and splash water around on the pavement in front of the clinic to cool the area. The asphalt darkens with a splash as the water hits it. I spread the water around the area again. The sunlight strikes the water and creates a little rainbow. It's pretty, I think to myself. Then I pick up the morning newspaper out in front of the door and head back into the waiting room. The inside is nice, the room is air-conditioned. I feel the satisfaction of a finished job. I toss the morning paper onto the sofa with the flyers still inside. I'm not inclined to read it. I'm actually more concerned with breakfast. I'm hungry. Is there some way to get the girls to wake up? Hijiri's cooking is the one thing about her that I can't find any reason to complain about. I haven't eaten anything Kano cooked before, but it can't be that bad. I assume.
Good morning.
Kano opens the door energetically and walks in. And of course Potato is with her. Morning. A while later, Hijiri staggers into the room, rubbing sleep from her eyes. Kano grins when she sees her older sister while I'm irked. We're finally all here. Kano and I both hurry Hijiri along as she tries to stop to read the paper. Hijiri sluggishly starts making breakfast, complaining as she does. As I listen to Kano talk, occasionally agreeing with her, the smell of miso soup starts to waft through the air, and we all start the day around the table. It's a summer day. A normal summer day. Won't mind if that's all it is. The clinic doesn't have any patients. It's noon and we just finished eating lunch. All of us are having tea after our meal. And unsurprisingly, I start to get sleepy, but I also still have to organize the medical records this afternoon. I'll just have to put off taking a nap until after that.
ねえね
Hey, Yukito! Picking up her cup, Kano peers at
え
me.
そうね
Do you have time this afternoon? Time for what? To go somewhere together. She looks at me, like a kid waiting for someone to buy her a toy.
それは構わない
Well, I don't mind, but... I glance over at Hijiri. Slurp. She sips her tea without paying us any
仕
mind.
事終わったか
Would
ら
it be alright if I go... Would it be alright to go after work? Yeah, sure! I watch Kano break into a smile. No. I hear the clack of a cup being set down from beside me. We're off duty this afternoon.
非番
I am? Yeah.
どうして
Why do you say that? I'm so unused to this kind of conversation that I ask back. Because you've done good work, you get a special break.
有給
Paid leave? Of course.
そういうわけで
There you go. Turns out I'm free. You really will do anything for money, huh, Yukito? She grins widely. Want to go for a stroll?
Yeah, great call.
It's the same one we always go with. I like that it's the same. You do, huh? I sure do. And you really don't mind? I turn to Hijiri and ask to be sure. Yeah, I can handle any patients that come in. Naturally. What does this mean? I seem to have put my foot in my mouth again. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Whoa, hold on, Yukito.
Resolved to go out, I pull Kano along by your arm. Running away, huh? That's the plan. I say it outright. Heh, okay. Huh? Kano? What's up? Just have fun.
Okay. Where should we go then?
Pico, pico, pico. I lead Kano and Potato toward the exit to the shopping district for the time being. I don't have a destination in mind, and I don't need one. Huh? What's the matter? Huh? What's the matter with what? You seem kind of down. No, I'm fine. Seriously. Oh, no. Really? Hey, XYT, how you doing? This is a cute game. It is. All the games from this company are good. But yeah, how have you been? It's good to see you here. Don't worry about it. I'm always in top form. Oh, no. I mean it. Now watch closely. I'll prove it to you.
Wow, you just rang the doorbell.
I'm doing good, thanks. I'm surviving the best I can. Getting through the visual novel as goodly as I possibly can. Now time to dash. I break into an elegant run. I call it Ding Dong Dash. It's pretty much what it sounds like.
Wow, wait!
That's not a first from you? What? What's not a first? What did I do this time? Kano and Potato just stand there, unable to keep up with my swift actions. Yes, who is it? Oh no, someone's coming out of the house! Oh, me doing well. I'm always doing well. I am the wellest ever. Hurry up! I turn around and encourage Kano and Potato to hurry. Right! It's Kirishima, she says into the intercom. Tap, 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 tap. Wellest, of course. Yeah, the wellest. I go back the way I ran. Huh? Aren't you going to run? Don't be ridiculous. Let loose a backhand chop. Then the door opens softly. Oh my, it's Kano and Potato. Ah! You've been spotted.
Hello?
He greets the woman with a smile. Don't be ridiculous. I let loose another backhand chop to be safe. So, did you need something? Oh yes. Actually, we were playing Ding Dong Dash. Don't say that. I panic and try to cover her mouth. Seriously, that was a close call. Ding Dong Dash? The threat's still active. What does Ding Dong Dash mean? She tilts her head at me suspiciously. You really want to know? Well, yes. She says to be obliging, nodding despite not looking curious at all. Well then, I'll explain. I clear my throat. She doesn't need to hear it from you. She seems disappointed. Well, Ding Dong Dash is a noble sport originally practiced by ancient Greek aristocrats. The rules are very simple. You run along yelling Ding Dong, and whoever gets out of breath and has to stop first is the loser. And with that, we should be going. Thank you for listening. I bow deeply. Goof! I grab Kano's head and make her bow with me. Alright, let's go. I leave dragging Kano by the arm as she waves to the woman. Bye-bye, Kano! That's what I say, I am thing. Welcome back. I hope you're doing good still. The woman waves back energetically. My strategy worked at least. Don't get up to too much mischief. Well, she saw right through that. Never underestimate an experienced woman. Goop! Pico! How old am I even? And so, we find that we made our way here. This really is the quietest place in town, she says, leaning over the railing and into the wind. There are lots of other quiet places if that's what you want. Yeah. I say half in jest, watching her from behind. Ah, you're wrecking the mood, Yukito. Kana looks back with a brilliant smile. Her soft hair waves in the breeze. Behind her is the sky. A little bird flaps skyward from a stand of trees in the distance. I watch it go in silence. 2 people and 1 dog. Nobody makes a sound. Hey, Yukito? Pico is witsu tough? I have no idea what you said there, but so true, I am thing. What? Well, she holds her upper index finger. Can I ask you just one question? Sure, ask away. Okay, I'm gonna ask away. Sure. You're looking for a girl, right, Yukito? Something like that. And she's up in the sky, right? Probably, yeah. So she's not in this town, is she? I guess she couldn't be, huh? And somewhere across the sky, there's a girl with wings. There's always has been. There still is even now. Up in the atmosphere, she continues to spread her wings. I guess it's true. What do you mean? What's true? I guess you'll leave the town someday, won't you? I guess so. I'll probably take off when I save up some money for the road. Ooh, no. I see. Of course you will. Kano murmurs softly. What's the matter? Nothing's the matter. I'm always great, so I'll be okay, she says, flexing a bicep as she does. Although, of course, it's just a pose, her muscles don't move at all. But still, her shoulders sag again. I'll miss you a little, I guess. You'll miss me? Yeah. We were lucky to get to know each other, and then you'll go away. But it's just how it needs to be, isn't it? You'll have to live your own life. I guess I'm being a bit dramatic. She laughs with a lonely note in her voice. I'm at a loss for words, so I look up at the sky. It's like I'm looking for the words I'm lost for up there. I'll go to the sky. Huh? Well, if I really do fly someday, then I'll look for her for you. Wow, that's a great idea, if I do say so myself. She peers at me playfully, and you won't have to search anymore. You can have tea with my sister every day and take it easy, and it'll all be fine. Well, I guess I look like all I do is take it easy. I'll probably still have to mop at minimum though. Alright, you have a part-time job now, but I'll look really hard, so I'm sure we'll find her quickly. Wonder what she's like. She squints against the light and looks at the blue sky above. I bet she's really pretty. Slender with silky hair and soft wings like a bird's. How would you know? She might look like a mythical monster. She won't though. After all, when she's not pretty, she doesn't suit you. Oh, you don't need to bother with it. But I want to. She smiles her usual smile. Pew! She links her hands and stretches. The bandana on her wrist flutters in the wind. Someday Kano may take that bandana off. When she does, Let's go, Yukito! You too, Potato! Pico! The girl and dog take off down the gravel road. I start to rush after them, but I hesitate for some reason. Kano? I call out to her. What's up? She turns her usual smile back toward me. Are you? Never mind, it's nothing really. Doesn't seem like nothing. Her lips twist into a pout. I put my hand on her head and give it a squeeze. Kano giggles. She seems very happy. The potato laughs along with us. Not that I know if she's happy or not. Squeeze! Hey, welcome back, Minim. What's up? The sun is down by the time I'm alone again. I'll let Kano go home first since I have a stop to make today. Don't be out too late! Saying that, she dashes down the street by the light of the sunset. Potato follows her. I start walking at my usual pace. I know where I'm going. The place in town closest to the sky. I climb the stairs, then pass through the low torii gate. There's no one on the path to the shrine. The snug little shrine's building is there down the path, though. Doesn't seem like such an old structure when I look at it now. Its tile roof looms overhead with a distinctive curved shape. The sky above is a fiery red. Cicadas chirp as though to summon the twilight. There's no one else around. I walk down the shrine path and up under the building's eaves. Each of its rough-hewn wooden steps creak when I step on it. A dense darkness seeps out through the gaps in the wooden shutters. It should be right over there. The shining feather. The wings that Kano longed for. I put my hands on the shutters and try pushing softly. It won't open. Looking down, I spot a rusty padlock. There's a long, thin hole in the shutters beside it. There's a poster right beside it. Please insert coin offerings here. Make offerings of bills here. We also accept 10,000 yen bills. No change provided. This is far too much security for somewhere this rural. Have they had theft issues lately? I take the padlock in both hands and give it a twist. It doesn't budge. Stretch. Yes. Oh man. What do I do about this? There's absolutely no way I can force it. I could try picking it with a wire, but I don't have any. There's no one here that I could ask for help from either. It sounds like this that make me wish I had superpowers. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I do have superpowers. I can move things without touching them. Even things I can't directly see can be moved. So that means I should be able to move the inner mechanism of the lock, shouldn't I? It's my idea, but I have to admit it's brilliant. It's almost bizarre that I haven't ever thought of it before. No. Wait. Could it be that something terrible will happen if I misuse my powers? I get the feeling this is a major turning point in my life. I've lived a quiet, humble life so far. I've stolen milk and made kids cry for no reason on my journey sometimes, but I can still say with pride that I've lived an honest life. Want to step away from the straight and narrow? The angel and devil on my shoulders are locked in combat. It's a trivial matter, but also a real one that I just can't set aside. The right answer is... use Hojutsu to open the lock. No. Bam, bam, bam. I slammed my forehead against the shutter. I've lived an honest life up until this point. I can't let myself fall at evil at this point in my life. I stare at my hands. Mustn't use my powers for any purpose other than world peace. I swear it under the crimson sky. I'll just have to think of another way. The key point is that I should look for something that can open a lock. A hairpin or a bit of wire would be wonderful right now. Or even better, I'll hope to find a spare key to the shrine just lying somewhere. There's no way I'm lucky enough to find something like that. I let out a sigh which melts into the darkened sky. Then the sky gives me an answer. I know that dog. He has something in his mouth. He walks over and sets it down in front of me. It's a rusty key. Before my eyes is the rusty key and the rusty lock, to the rusty lock on the shutters. And it fits perfectly. Nice work, bro. I'm just kidding. I'm not related to any damn dog. Don't let it get you down. You can still work for me. There's no signing bonus or welcome party. You have to get those for yourself. I don't spend over 300 yen on snacks either. Of course, bananas don't count as snacks. And you can fill your water bottle with sports drink instead of water. Once we agreed on the contract, I get to work. I put the key into the padlock and turn it carefully. It turns with a click. Oh, look at that! But the lock doesn't open. I twist the key back and forth. It's really not opening. Click, click. It seems almost ready to open, but it won't quite get there. Click, clack, click. Click, 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 click. Oh, this is infuriating. I almost have that offertory box. I'm kidding, seriously. It was a joke, don't look at me like that. I struggle with the lock for 30 minutes, and then the moment finally comes. Kerchak! Yes! A clear noise rings out and the key turns. It doesn't budge when I pull or push it. This is what you get for that. I slam a spinning kick into the padlock. Plink! The key breaks off, leaving its teeth in the keyhole. Now what fresh hell is this? Around onto the nearest being, shifting the blame. That won't solve anything, though. There's only one choice left under the circumstances. We should run. Leaving the area behind post-haste, I taking my employee with me. A chorus of cicadas rise behind us, urging us on. They have a needless, bittersweet tone to their song. I'm back! Welcome back! Huh? Oh, Potato's with you! 2 people and 1 dog enter the waiting room. I smell medicine and disinfectant and wet compresses. I feel a bit embarrassed that it's a soothing smell to me now. The lights are on in the examination room, yet there's no sign of the usual presence in there. Okay. Pika Pika Pikachu! I like it when it like when it attacks. Pikachu! There we go. My Pika voice is not the best in the world, but I make it happen, right? Where's Hikari? Hijiri? She went out to see a patient. They live in the next town over, but as our regular customer here. I nod, although I feel a bit odd about a clinic having customers. What the hell was that awful noise? That was me making an awful noise. So, ha ha ha.
帰りは遅くな
Will
る
she be out late? She said she'd be home sometime today. I see.
So yeah,
Decided that I'd make dinner today. She grins innocently. I'll cook for Potato too. Huh? Where'd Potato go? I take a look around me and I see that there's no sign of him.
まあ気まぐれ不
Really comes and goes as he pleases. I say as though he could never reply to me. For a cryptid, Potato is smart, almost as smart as a dog. Maybe he's trying to give us some space.
we're alone together, Yukito. What do we do?
It'll be fine. I'll be gentle if it's your first time.
もとい
Back on topic, I'll eat potatoes if he doesn't want it. It's looking like it will be a fun dinner. Hang in there, Yukito. Yukito, stay with me. When I come to, I'm on the bed in the examination room.
死ぬ
I thought I was dying. The menu for dinner was yakisoba. She used pre-cut ingredients, probably since Hijiri has all the blades hidden away. That might be why it came out looking so nice. The varied ingredients highlighted one another, and it smelled exquisite. It was probably packed with hidden flavors and secret ingredients too. Then I tried my first bite. Lightning ran up my spine. It was a flavor like nothing else. It transcended the classification as a food. It was quite similar to a partially spoiled curry bread I once picked up out of the trash. That probably wasn't enough for you, huh, Yukito? Kano said apologetically when I finished my plate in just 5 minutes. And so I feasted, even ate Potato's portion. In the end, I licked the plate. Then when I was finished putting it all down, I felt myself growing faint. I saw fields of beautiful flowers and someone beckoning to me. It was a close one, a really close one. Kano was peering at me with a concerned expression on her face. Kano, Yukito, have you ever cooked before? Once, yeah. She's a genuine beginner. My sister won't let me use knives. She says it's too dangerous and I'll hurt myself. I had expected that.
料理の評判は
How did your first try go? My sister didn't say anything about it. She answers sadly. I don't really get why, but she stayed up in her bedroom for the 3 days afterwards, too. Hijiri Kurishima, full recovery, 3 days. I cooked for Potato, too, but he wouldn't eat any of it. Bad dog, Potato, you're not doing your job. Potato came home at some point. He must have recognized the danger he was in when Kano said she was cooking. Smart as ever, little bro. Potato. Pico? You knew and you didn't tell me. I get down from the bed and walk over to the window. Then I raise the blinds and throw it open. I breathe in deeply. Let the breeze on this summer night soothe my injured guts. Gently gripping the scruff of Potato's neck, I hold him up toward the sky.
お日様に
Go! Join the stars! Bam. Unleash an authentic New Zealand rugby-style high kick. The pure white furball arcs ever upward, heading toward space. And so Potato returns to the stars.
さてと
Oh, that's done. You shouldn't be moving yet.
ここじゃ落ち着
I
かない
can't relax in here. I'll go to sleep on the sofa. I stretch, trying to show how good I'm feeling. Kano nods reluctantly. You should have my sister take a look at you when she gets back. No, I'm fine. It only takes 2 or 3 seconds for me to recover from this kind of thing. 1, 2, 3.
ごめん
Sorry, I wasn't being serious there.
俺に胃薬を
Just give me some kind of medicine for my stomach. I must have fallen asleep. I look around from where I was lying on the sofa. Houseplant leaves. A print of painting hanging on the wall, of which the clinging dark had made off with all the color. I struggle to sleep. The air itself holds a bit of heat. I can tell the back of my shirt is sweaty when I roll over. I hear the second hand of the clock ticking. If there were insects that ate darkness, they'd probably make noises just like that. The events of the evening are still in my mind. The crimson sky and the darkness on the other side of the shutter. I didn't go to the shrine just because of Hijiri's story. The shining feather, the girl in the sky, the reason for my ongoing journey. Is there anyone other than me who would believe it? A vague and dreamlike journey. That's how my life has been ever since my mom passed away. I know. Maybe I just don't believe in the girl in the sky. Maybe what I've been searching for was a reason for my journey, because no one had ever shown me any other way to live. I asked myself, what do I want to do? What should I strive toward? It doesn't make sense to me. Kercheck! The door to the living room opens, but no light comes through it. If it were Kano or Hijiri, they would have turned on the hallway light. Someone's here. They're tiptoeing across the floor. and just as I try to sit up, I hear a voice. Are you awake, Yukito? Yeah. I answer. I sit up on the sofa to make room. Kano is standing right in front of me. Her bare shoulders look like they must be cold. I think that despite how hot and difficult it is to sleep tonight. I'm really sorry. She bows her head. What for? I pushed you too hard, so you ate too much, right? I don't really think the amount was the issue. We should make sure Potato gets his portion next time.
Good idea.
Kano looks vaguely forlorn standing there in the darkness. Doesn't take long for a reason to come to mind. Is Hijiri back yet? She shakes her head. She called and said she'd be staying overnight. Is it an emergency then? No, apparently she's drunk. So she got offered alcohol on a house call. I guess that's how it works for countryside doctors. She didn't drive, did she? Well, when she drinks, my sister can be difficult. Don't tell me does she start brandishing scalpels?
No.
It's worse. Probably shouldn't probe any deeper. What did Hijiri say? She said to be sure I didn't get assaulted. By Potato? Maybe he turns savage after dark. No, not him. She said to be sure I don't get assaulted by you, Yukito. Can I sit down beside you? Sure, don't blame me if you get assaulted. Oh, I'm not worried. It'll be fine. Phew! She sits down. The sofa barely sags under her, but she must not weigh much at all. Look at Kano from the side. She's so close that if I lean over slightly, our shoulders will brush. It's quiet. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm turning on the lights, but as I move to stand up, don't! Kano yells. A sound that shakes her small body. It's the voice of someone on the verge of breaking. She immediately covers her mouth with her hands. Her gaze darts around the dark room. She's looking for some sort of non-existent help. It's scary. Sudden bright light scares me. I don't really understand why myself. She tilts her head like a little bird. When did you first start feeling that way? I guess a little while after I first met you, Yukito. I remember what Hijiri had said yesterday with an air of reality. The moment Kano touched that feather, she was surrounded by light and couldn't see anything. Did you talk with Hijiri about it? Oh, it's not that big of a deal. But that's what she's the doctor for, right? But I don't want her to worry. She looks down at the ground as she says it, but her voice is still firm. What good does it do for you to hold back that kind of thing? Hijiri became a doctor to help you. Although it's not my place to tell her. Kano is silent. She clasps her slender hands on top her knees. I wait for her to speak first, and for darkness to fall on the space between us. Eventually, I hear her voice. Can I ask you something? Sure, ask away. Okay, I'll ask away then. We talked on the bridge this afternoon, right? You were about to say something but stopped, though, right? You said, are you? And then trailed off. Her gaze is still a bit innocent when she looks at me. I see a faint light in her eyes. So, was that? She starts, but she then can't finish the question. Are you? Are you the girl I've been looking for? And somewhere across the sky, there's a girl with wings. There always has been. There still is even now. Up in the atmosphere, she continues to spread her wings. I can't get my responses out. It was so long ago that when I was just a kid. Kano wants to go up to the sky, but she wants wings, and she touched that shining feather. Ever since then, she's changed. If I assume all of that's true, that person wasn't Kano. Someone else was pretending to be her. If that's the case, then Kano is. Oh, no, Yukito, you look really serious. She says playfully, trying to summon a smile, but she can't do it. Our shoulders bump into each other each time we move, and they separate immediately. Really though, my sister said she was heading home now that when we talked on the phone. She always makes it back at night for my sake, but that means she can't really go anywhere at all. I told her she could stay over and everything would be fine. I said it'd be okay with you here. That was the first time I'd said that for myself. Bump. Our shoulders brush again. This time they stay pressed together. The short, neatly styled hair, the freshly washed smell, the pulse I can sense if I try. All of it tells me Kennen is here with me right now. You're a traveler after all, Yukito. You're looking for someone, so you'll leave me here someday. I don't think you should ask you this, but if you want to, then I want you to have me. I want you to make sure for me. I don't answer. Instead, I silently pull her closer to me. We're in Kano's room now. This is where Kano lives her everyday life. Faint starlight streams in from the window where the curtains hang open. That is enough. Darkness is fine. It's what Kano wants. It's so weird. You look almost like a different person. Don't worry, I'm still me. Kano looks at me closely. She clasps both hands in front of her slender body. Then she closes her eyes. I run the palm of my hand over her left cheek. It's warm to my touch. Then I press my lips right to her right cheek. Kano's left hand finds its way to my right and presses against me. Oh dear. Yep, it's happening, Minim. She seems to be checking how close I am. Our lips touch, then come apart again. Opening her eyes slightly, Kano looks at my cheek. You're still hurt. You can barely see it anymore though, right? It doesn't hurt. Not at all. But... The bandana on her wrist sways and tickles my hand as she does. I turn my hand to touch it. It has protected and restrained her for years. I try to untie it.
No! Don't do that.
Alright guys, my voice is tired. I'm slightly out of breath. I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. We'll call it here with this picture. So, thank you for coming, everyone. Dots. Kano looks at me eyes wide. But yeah, let's save it right here. And, like I said, just to let everyone know, I won't be streaming this tomorrow. I won't be live tomorrow morning. Nor will I be live Saturday morning either. On Friday, I got the Fairy Fest. And on Saturday, I got a family reunion. So yay! But yeah, I'll be live on the nights at least. But take care, guys. Love you all. I'll see all of you tonight or tomorrow night. Bye-bye!